Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of the Secret of Hexador House. It has been a long time coming, so if you're tuning in for the first time, the Secret of Hexador House was a game that we started before the pandemic, and was supposed to be just a casual little, like, 10-12 episode game, right? And it was supposed to be done in, like, 3-4 months. It's 2022 now. So we have run a game like once every 8 weeks or something like that, if the math works out. So welcome if you're tuning in and are like, hey, where are the costumes? This was back before we did costumes for every episode, so it didn't make sense to buy a costume for one last episode. And if you're looking around here, you're like, oh, your frames look good, but weird.
Fine.
But fine.
They're fine.
They're fine. They're good.
Okay.
But they're not like quite like as cool as they are these days, right? So basically we're going retro today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I think it's probably good. So hi everybody, I'm Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master here, and I use he and him pronouns. I'm very happy to be here tonight because we get to wrap this damn game up. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I've forgotten like half the plots, and I think that's fine. I think that it's fine. How are you? How are all of you?
Fine. Good.
Great.
Good? Yeah.
Oh, good.
All right, well, let's go and let's say hello. Let's start with you, Kel.
Oh, hey. Okay, great. Hey, everybody. I'm Cal from up the road, and I use she, her pronouns. And I am very excited to be in the last episode because Pippi's got a gun, and she's going to use it, and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's learning cattle drive songs.
Why are you learning cattle drive songs?
She's, because, when you live in a port town, you want something a little bit different from, the usual, she started the Wellerman craze. She was singing, sea shanties forever. So now she's just like, I want something different. She met a cowboy. She wants to learn cattle drive songs.
I don't even want to know.
He came on a boat. He arrived on a boat.
Whatever he did on that boat is his business. I'm just going to put that out there.
Exactly. He showed up, and it's like, met him at a bar. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Hey, Robin.
He's just singing Rawhide in the background,
Hi, Robin.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. And tonight I don't know, man. I'm playing Yesfiend Blaze, the half-elf Inquisitor Rogue, which I'm kind of sad that this is the finale for this character because I just looked at some of her stats and they're insane.
They're pretty good. They're
freaking amazing for stats.
Pretty
but yeah, I'm excited. It's been a while since we played this.
It's been a minute.
Just a few.
Okay. Hello, Christine.
Hello. I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns. And I am playing Kaylin Amastasia tonight, who is our drow sorcerer of the draconic bloodline.
Nice.
So, Sparkle Drow.
Nice. All right, Sparkle Drow, and let's head over here and say hi to Amy.
Hi, it's Amy. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and tonight I am playing Lucky Sixpence, our Tabaxi Eldritch Knight fighter.
Nice.
Good times. It's been a while.
It's been a while. All right. All right, so folks, we're going to be starting in just a sec. Beforehand, we did a recap for our podcast for our Patreon special podcast, but not everybody who is watching is going to be a member of the Patreon. You should be. But since you're not, let's go ahead and just recap like super quickly what has been going on. So this game takes place in the town of Port Echidna. It's a port in the continent of Dione, roughly analogous to, say, Australia, on the northern tip of this kind of desert, hostile, very outback and jungle mix type of continent down in the southern hemisphere of the World of Ylos, where all of our games are set. Down there, the characters all are a group of women who were brought up at some point in their lives in a magical school called the Hexador House for magically gifted young women, I believe it was. The game began with the characters being pulled together to hear the last will and testament of the last leader of the house, the last headmaster. One, I believe it was Magnus Vex, if I'm not mistaken. Because that was 2 years ago.
Correct.
All right, so Magnus left you the house as well as a secret society. Your lawyer can keep the secret. He's a Chobani law keeper. He'll be fine. As well as membership to an adventurers guild and a 50,000 gold piece debt. So you owed 50,000 crowns to the city for back taxes, pay, and other unmentionables. Otherwise, the House of Hexador would be basically sold off to the highest bidder and destroyed or whatever. Maybe turned into a museum, maybe turned into like a glue factory. I don't know. But it basically, to keep it in perpetuity, you had to raise money. In doing so, you did a bunch of odd jobs that kind of got you pulled into a bunch of weird situations, and eventually earned you the favor of one of the 6 noble houses in the city. The favor of Bianca and Ashfield Celes, the nobles in charge of the Bell Fountain district, which is kind of like where all the fancy people live on the topper levels, because it's a stratified, like tiered city built into the side of a mountain waterfall. The Celes family worked pretty well with you and hired you as bodyguards, which was recently very useful because they hired you to escort them to the opera where The Rigors of War by Susilo was being performed. And Bianca was doing her best to try to do some like diplomatic negotiations with another one of the noble heads, a man named Hagen, who is the head of the Hamelin district, which is kind of like the Midland area. Like it's the suburbs, right? Kind of like the middle class area of town. In the middle of the opera, a huge fight broke out, and an agent of the Black Spider, basically the Mafia, the Black Spider Syndicate, an agent named Kappa Electra, attacked and attempted to kill Ashfield and Bianca, and potentially Hagen, as well as your sister there. Who apparently your long lost sister Lucky is married to Mr. Hagen, because I guess he likes tabaxi. So that's cool. So after that, you got into a fight, found out that Yasfine, who had not been in the story from the beginning, but who had joined after her mother, a former instructor at the school, had been murdered, had joined as an investigator, found out that Kappa Electra had in fact been the one that either did the killing or ordered the killing of her mother. Under the auspices of a man named Don Carmine, who is, for all intents and purposes, the kingpin. You know, I think we kind of have like the basic vibe. If we had to say like who the hell's Bianca? Because I know Ashfield is Prince Charming from Shrek. Like that's the vibe that I always get when I play him personally. But like,
Yes.
Bianca's like.
I don't know.
She's
got that kind
Yeah.
of like more slick and put together vibe with a
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah, she's not quite Regina George. She's too nice for that. So it's all of you all, and so you've survived a big fight, found that out, and then the city kind of descended into a bit of chaos, and that is where we left last episode. And we're gonna try to get through this. I have no idea how long this is gonna take, so this is gonna be kind of fun. And if you're watching right now, thanks for joining us on this journey. Sorry that it got a little rocky keeping the episodes together. And please check out our other stuff, because our other stuff is just as good, way more coherent. Let's consider this an exercise in, God damn it, we're gonna finish this thing we started if it kills us. Okay?
It might kill us.
God, I hope it does.
That'd be great.
No,
what a
Lucky
great way to
no,
end.
I mean,
want
I
Lucky
feel like
to make
Kaylin
it.
needs to go out at least spewing dragon fire.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I mean, if
yeah,
we're going there,
Yeah.
that's what she has to do. 'Cause, I mean, what's the point of having Dragon's Breath spell otherwise?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to put it out there. I'm probably going to go into this with very little expectation of survival, but in the way that don't tell me the odds of any stupid thing I do. Okay?
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell Lucky the odds.
If that's cool with everybody.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Yasfine might try and tell you because they're smart, but other than that,
I mean, Kaylin might try and rein you in.
True.
Speaking of which, rain
Maybe
ends
he'll go
tomorrow
along.
too, so.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll just go along
Busy
with it.
weekend.
So busy.
Did we get a rest? Do we have
All right.
full hit points?
So
and
everyone
things
here
like
can go ahead
that?
and take a long rest. All of your hit points will be
great.
refreshed, so you should have that.
Okay.
And let me tell you what's happened. It's just after dawn on the second day since the opera. Since the attack that left so many of the city's more esteemed patrons dead. The town has fallen into chaos. Agents from the Black Spider have begun circulating rumors, slander, hiring leg breakers, hiring the poor and destitute with a few shillings to go and smash windows, set fires, cause havoc. The part of the town that you occupy right now, there on the edge of the downs, the sunken area that fell into the earth hundreds of years ago, there where you are, at the very bottom of Grey Neighbor, is the last buffer between a growing conflict. For even as you rest, you can hear the sound of chaos outside. As Griffin riders from the upper stables patrol the smoky, misty, steaming streets of Grey Neighbor, where gunshots and the cacophony of battle echo across the harbor as ships are raided. Merchant vessels are set ablaze after all of their valuables are seized, their men, women, and sometimes children captured for ransom. Tension is everywhere, and most sane people hunker down inside of their houses, behind caged windows, or boarded up ones, waiting for the powers that be to do something. You've had a hard time sleeping, but one of you requires less sleep than the others. And just a little past 8 a.m., 2 days from the Opera House. Kaylin, are you already downstairs, or are you in your room at this point, having done your trancing and your meditating and your reading?
Probably she would be out downstairs because she was trying to make herself available to the girls and being kind of like there to keep an eye on things. And she also kind of wants to keep an eye on that room where we've got stuff hidden.
Sounds good. There's the sound of rickety china rattling as a shaky, wrinkled hand sets it down next to you. Gomery, the aged human former knight, who now acts as the groundskeeper for the house, sets a steaming cup of black tea in front of you. A lemon wedge lies on the saucer.
Kaylin will yawn slightly and, oh, thank you.
I wouldn't think an elf could not. A learned behavior.
A little, yes.
How are you, Miss Kaylin?
Not too bad, actually. A little worried, but otherwise doing well, I think. How about you?
I'm not my best. I've moved indoors. Thank you for allowing me to come in out of my hovel. Well, since they've been throwing pitch around, I've been kind of worried. It's, within flinging distance of the fence. I appreciate you and the others letting me take refuge in one of the unused bedrooms. It's very comfy.
I mean, you should have been already.
I've liked my plate,
not
and
used.
besides that, but it's a short bed, and my legs dangle a bit off the tip. I'm quite tall when I stretch out horizontally.
Yes. Surely we can alter a little bit.
It's
Make it comfortable for you.
no need at all. I'm sure this is going to clear right up.
She's gonna give him a kind of narrow-eyed, like suspicious.
What? It's
You're
going
not
to
taking
be.
care of yourself look.
It's going to be fine. This is all going to resolve itself soon enough. I bet. Knock
One way
on
or
wood.
another.
The sound of wooden knocking echoes into the reading room. Just one moment. Gomery toddles off to the front door, where the door
She's-
knocker.
Going to follow just to back him up out of sight.
Okay. Still at the front door, a very weary and beleaguered Sergeant Hask. His dark brown skin is stained with like streaks of ash that have fallen on it, and you can see that like bits of it are clinging to about a 2-day growth of beard that he hasn't had time to shave. Sergeant Hask being the man that was positioned out front of your house for protection a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
One of I believe the Red Hats, isn't he? He's one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was one of the guards.
Yep. One of the sergeants of the Red Hats is standing at the doorway. He adjusts some of his armor as the door opens, and you can see that he's been sleeping standing up when he has a moment to get his winks. The bags under his eyes you could use to carry groceries home in. He doesn't look like he is trying to let this on, though. Evening. Morning. You have a message. Here. And he'll slide you a letter, sealed with a wax stamp. Just came through the fence. Thought you might like it.
Thank you, yes.
You will immediately recognize the wax sigil of House Celes.
I will open it.
The wax crumbles beneath your fingertips quickly, the blue wax falling to the floor in a dust. It's a brief letter that simply says, "My friends, I want to come by and thank you for everything that you did the other night. I'm not sure what time I'll be able to make it there, but I would like to call on you sometime after noon. I have news that may be advantageous. I will bring supplies as well for your girls. Your friend, Bianca Celes."
Kaylin's gonna kind of read this, look around at their very rundown house, read it again, and kind of just, oh dear.
What is it, Mr. Scalen? Gomery will say to you as you shut the door.
Lady Celes will be calling on us this afternoon.
I'll start baking some scones.
That would be fantastic, thank you. And she starts wandering around again, casting mending on like everything she can touch.
Okay, sounds good.
I wish I had prestidigitation.
Oh, do you not? Okay.
No.
If you wake somebody else up, they do.
Yeah, do you want to like wake the others up and have them start cleaning and setting things up?
Well, yes, and this is how far gone Kaylin has gotten dealing with everybody here. Normally, for those who don't know this game, she's a fairly refined drow. She's like, 200 and something years old. Yep. She's kind of refined her craft. She's a researcher. And normally she's very calm and collected, and that's how she speaks. She bellows up the stairs, "Get your asses out of bed!" and just shouts.
All right, so you all are awakened quickly, and assuming
There's no
that,
time to go and knock on doors.
perhaps assuming that an attack is coming, what do you all do?
Oh, get up, throw on clothes, get get down there.
Yeah, yes.
See what's going on.
Come running down with like sword
Oh,
brandished
Pippi,
in
excellent.
hand.
I think
know
Lucky's gonna
prestidigitation, right?
slide down the banister.
What?
Oh, that sounds very
Nice.
lucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like landing in a crouch. What's going on?
She's ready.
What's the matter?
We need to clean.
Hi.
Oh.
Bianca is coming here
What?
this
Why?
afternoon. Pass the letter.
Lucky will straighten up and peer over Pippi's shoulder.
Lucky, why don't you go wake up the other girls and we can get them, everyone, all hands on deck.
I mean, they're all probably awake.
Do we have a bell or
Yeah.
something we can ring to get them out?
You do.
We have a Kenku.
You do have a big bell.
That is Big Bell.
Yeah. We have a big bell.
Lucky's gonna look around to see if any of the girls have actually already gotten up and checked stuff out, because I mean that was a loud yell. So.
Yeah. They probably
Fair.
were up to.
Let me roll for one for each of them. Oh my god, they sleep really hard, except for the fourth one. Let me just check the list here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's a creak at the top of the stairs, and you will see the gray skin and red eyes peering out of the darkness of benevolence. The brown snakes in her hair curl and undulate kind of lazily, like they're trying to stretch out all of the kinks in their muscles. What's the problem?
I imagine even the snakes get sleepy.
They sleep.
Does
They
the
got little.
snake sleep when you sleep?
Yes, most of them.
That makes sense.
They have-
Benevolence, we're having Lady Celes come. We
I
need
don't-
to get this place in tip-top shape.
Of course. Just
Well, as good as we can.
oh, Arnold, and she will just take a small sleeping cap off of one of the snakes. How to make a character the favorite character immediately. Give them
He has
something.
insomnia, so he needs a little sleepy mask.
He's listening to ASMR.
No, that's what she uses to fall asleep at night.
The snake
her
just
snake
whispers in his
sleeping.
ear or in her ear everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, she will go around and wake the other children. And before long, all of you are going to be cleaning the house. What I'd like you to do is make me a Constitution check, please.
Oh, you know what would be helpful if I had dice out?
Yeah. Give me
remembered
Constitution
that.
sleight of hand.
Good thing is I'm proficient in sleight of hand. The unfortunate part is that I rolled a 5, but that is still a 13.
That's fine. The DC was 12 to clean a house.
Dirty
Dirty 20. You're very good at cleaning.
18.
You get all of the fingerprints off of everything.
I probably shed fur on things as I'm going, which is... Do you want me to roll with disadvantage?
Yes. Yes, I had to think about it for a second.
It was still 13.
Oh, well then it was meant to be. So cleaning around, you are going to manage to do your best.
Yes, Fiend will be going behind Lucky and sweeping up Lucky's hair as Lucky's shedding on the ground.
Nice.
She's not that bad, is she? I guess we don't
I
pay
mean,
much
she's had a bit
attention.
rough.
She's a little
probably, like,
mangy.
I wouldn't
been
call her
quite a
mangy.
heck of a.
It has been a few days.
Kaylin, what'd you get?
19.
Oh God, you guys are all doing great. So you will get the house clean in actually rather fast. Good record timing, basically. The girls are going to basically just like offer assistance. They're not like professional cleaners like y'all are apparently. And you will be able to get the place up and running. Are you discussing anything as you are getting set up?
I mean, probably trying to figure out a bit of what she wants to talk about.
Yeah,
Ongoing
because
Also, I think
situation.
at this point, yes, Fiend will also broach the subject of they've kind of figured out why her mother was murdered, but she also kind of wants to help you guys. So she's kind of like, "Do you mind if I assist you guys?"
no.
For a bit?"
Now, did we tell Yasmin about everything we found under the house?
don't believe you did.
No, she doesn't know about the room. She doesn't know about our secret room.
No.
Okay.
That's okay.
I don't think she knows about the... Does she know about the amulet?
I think I saw a note about something about an amulet. I think I have an idea of that. It's there, but I don't know what it does.
Well, it's
I
been
think
2
I've seen
days.
it.
We could have had a brief meeting in the study about this to get her up to speed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because her mom was part of the school and her mom would have known.
And it seemed like there was
About it.
some connection because of whatever Magnus was
I
doing.
don't know that
with-
any of the instructors actually know, because this is lost information, remember?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is like historical, ancient information of why somebody
Yeah.
might want to be driving the school out of business.
I
Yeah.
do remember that there was something about Magnus Vex having talked to
Yeah.
Agatha,
Yes.
He said
but there was
Yes.
some sort of
And then
connection.
she got killed immediately.
Yeah.
So she was looking
Yeah,
into
their
something
their
for him.
deaths were almost simultaneous. Like they were within like a week of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was something about like how the method seemed similar. Mm-hmm. If I'm remembering correctly. So
Yeah, I think
I
I
feel like we
remember.
would have compared notes and maybe talked about it, maybe not to the full extent.
Yeah.
My thought is that we had that chance to work with Yesvine
Yes.
and kind of be like, okay, she seems trustworthy, she's smart,
Yeah.
she put shit together well.
And
She
Lucky
has
may have said
investment
something.
because her mother got killed over this, probably.
Yeah.
So I think they would have kind of talked it and then shown.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
And Kaylin is going to be careful that this is not being discussed when any of the girls are around.
Yeah. So I think it's fair to say we probably talked about it at night, like after the opera house and before. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before now. Yeah. In the meantime.
It works for me.
Cool. Also, that somebody had been searching the manor right before the opera.
True.
And we
Right,
just-
yes, we
right.
had the break-in. Yes, we had someone try to steal
That's
something.
right. Yeah, because they were going after the amulet.
Well, they were searching
We
the house
assumed
for
they
something.
were yeah.
Yeah.
We think, yeah, we have the amulet, and they, yeah. So of course we think that's what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. At least that's what Pippi thinks.
Or at least the secret space or something.
Yeah, it's all connected.
And if I remember correctly, we hid the amulet in the baseboard or like the kickboard of a bookshelf.
Yep.
And then mended it to hide to like cover. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we tried to find the most unsuspicious place that somebody would look.
Yeah, I think you found like one of the old classrooms, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. One of the old
Yes.
classrooms.
Okay. So is there anything else that you're doing before it's time?
Lucky's genuinely confused about why we have to clean so much of the manor. If we just keep her in the lobby, we don't have to clean.
She's gonna want to come in. She's a noble. She's gonna want to come in. We'll have to let her sit down, and then we'll have to serve her tea, and then she'll have to eat something so that she can say, "Oh, you guys are so poor," and then she'll want to give us more stuff.
Apparently, she is bringing things for the girls.
So she knows we're poor.
I mean, I think everybody in the town knows we're poor.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
Yes.
much common knowledge.
The house has lost a little bit of its former glory from
I mean,
my...
A little.
I think it's pretty nice.
It is. It's. I mean, it's.
It's
It has
homey.
beds.
it's
It has
been
a
our home.
roof. It has a kitchen.
Oh,
People
Gomer, I
cook
can smell
food.
those scones cooking. Oh, they smell delightful.
Strawberries and cream. Wait, are you not talking to this in the public eye? Are you? Are you doing this in the open? Is this portion in the?
This
okay.
part Lucky's
Yes,
talking in
this
the open.
Strawberries and cream are coming up shortly. The dried strawberries, unfortunately.
Still works. I mean, he's a magician in the kitchen.
Gummy's very skilled. Lucky's gonna yell back down. Have you tried soaking them in water?
I prefer to soak them in brandy, young Lucky. It gives it a
Brandy
bit
works.
more of a kick. And plus it bakes off, and anything that doesn't bake off is good for a young girl's digestion.
Then
Yes, it is.
sure.
It promotes solid movement.
Well, that sounds good.
Yes.
Lucky's gonna like flex and like her muscles.
Ah, boozy
Approve.
scones.
Oh, yes. Who hasn't made those?
I don't think I've ever made boozy scones. No.
What? Missing out, girl.
Yeah, I'll do
bring
it for you
some down.
later. All right. So after a fashion, unless there's anything else, is there anything else that you want to do before? Okay.
I don't think so, besides maybe like quietly talking over to see if we've come up with any more insight over what this means, what we could use, etc. Who might be trying to like run us out of business?
Yeah, because I still have reservations because the amulet is supposedly with the has the Celes crest on it. Does it not?
I mean, that could have been added afterwards.
It could have been added afterwards, but it still gives pause.
And the fact that it was designed to open our space makes me think that it got stolen from the house of at some point.
Agreed.
Or somebody sold it not knowing what it was.
It's entirely
And-
possible. So many possibilities.
What do you think
Just not
she
knowing.
wants to talk about?
Hopefully, thank you because we saved people's lives. Apparently, when you do that, you become a hero.
Now, did her brother survive the opera?
You have
Yeah, I'm
not. Oh, actually, has anybody been checking the broadsheets?
I mean,
Do we
probably.
get them?
If there's
I
anybody who has risked going out can make me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Ooh. I would have gone out, but I wouldn't have been looking for that.
no, you wouldn't
No,
have been looking for
so-
a newspaper.
Yes,
I just
yes,
couldn't
Unless
remember
someone
if something
told
had
her
happened
to.
at the opera.
All right. Sorry, Robin. What'd you say?
yes, Fiend would have.
Okay, give it to me.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Disadvantage, you say?
Yeah, I think you're still
That's-
going to get at least a 15.
Yeah, that's still gonna be a dirty 20. I
Okay.
would have had a 28 if I didn't roll disadvantage.
You were able to wrangle a single broadsheet away from this young urchin girl who was toothlessly peddling her wares on the corner of a street, flipping through it quickly and giving her whatever coinage she would have required. I think a set of broadsheets costs a full shilling, so silver. To get one of those, probably cost 2 shillings to be honest. And so getting that, not a problem at all. You will find on the society pages that Ashfield Celes is recovering from wounds sustained at the Opera House. He was not wounded, he was poisoned at the Opera House because he drank his sister's drink. So the family is probably spinning it to be a little more heroic than was somehow poisoned. Yeah, it's a scandal thing. You're gonna know right off the bat
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the only the best things happen to the wealthy. I'll just put it that way. Got into a car accident. You mean was sideswiped from the front by a car moving? I don't know. You know what I'm saying.
Tree jumped out and bit his car.
It killed a violent ent.
Yes.
The ends justify the means, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so Ashfield is recovering.
Yeah, he survived. That's the important part.
Okay, good. We didn't really want him dead. He's a big ding dong, but he seems to be a relatively honest-ish
we
ding dong.
weren't killing. Never mind.
No,
We were given
No,
the
we weren't.
poison to kill, but we decided
somebody
not
was,
to.
yeah, I think somebody was banking on being
I'm still
double
confused whether
sure.
we actually want the Celes family to be alive or not, so I'm just gonna not say anything.
Know enough to know that.
Yeah.
They might be wonderful and fantastic with no ulterior motives that would harm us, or they could be behind everything. Who knows?
Yeah. Yes, we still have to be careful.
They're nobles.
I think when they come over, now that they're in our territory, should we speak, Kaylin or Pippi, no offense, like you're sweet and endearing, but
dare
Kaylin or
you.
Pippi, I think you should head the conversations, and I will kind of keep back and try and monitor Miss Celes and see if I can notice any ill will or if she's lying about anything she says. I have quite the knack for observation. So I think one of you two should head off the conversation, and I will keep a mind off. Lucky, be yourself. You are quite charming and endearing. If they do mean something peaceful with us, and they want to help us, you're a great candidate. And also, you saved your sister, I guess, by changing clothes. That was quite ingenious, Lucky.
It was a lot of fun.
But you probably saved her, so,
But she would be fine. We're hardy. You're
tough. Hardy, but you've had more training than her. She
didn't die.
No, she didn't, and that's all because of you. You had
No, but like all my siblings were killed, or they were supposed to, but she didn't die, so she's tough.
Yes.
Yeah. She's probably got at least 8 lives left.
If she's anything like you, then she's probably really tough.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She's just like me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, the my brain is tired. The resemblance, there we go, that's the word. The resemblance was uncanny. You
right?
Looked so alike.
It was like a mirror, but it wasn't.
A bit of time passes. Before long, it's almost time that she shows up. Does anything occur before she does? Are you doing anything else? Any more small talk, etc.?
Not on my end, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think so. The only thing I could think of is trying to go through some more of the papers to try and start figuring out who was causing the money issues. But that kind of would probably end up being a lot of research and
It would,
stuck in the papers.
I think Safia messed with a bunch of them too.
Yeah. I would also want to decide which room we're going to host the Celes delegation in, so that we can set it up the right way, so that it's a little bit more conducive to more of an interview rather than an interrogation.
The best, so you have classrooms, and then you have the one sitting room.
Okay, sitting room is going to be the best.
Okay.
Because
that's
it's going
the
to be...
one. That's the study.
Yeah.
That's this one.
Yeah, this one.
With the fireplace that opens up into a tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's also the most comfortable looking and feeling, so it would hopefully put them at ease and more conducive to speaking openly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
A roaring fire is put in the fireplace to warm up the stiff chill that has crept in through the old windows. Tendrils of fog snake their fingers underneath the windows and try to plunge their way under your collars, but are unable to. The fire crackling in the hearth casts light across the room, bringing everything to a bit of warmth, bringing everything to a bit of control. And as some of you pace and some of you just sit tense, a knock on the main door echoes.
We're on.
Gomery will open the door and, yes, hello, Miss Celes, please do come in.
We should have the girls lined up to receive her as well, so that she can see that we do have students and we take care of them. They're dressed nice and they look okay. They're healthy. So that we can present them together.
Bianca steps inside the room and is, well, not wearing quite what you would expect. The outfit that she's wearing right now is rather simple. It's a long pea coat that's been pulled over and buttoned up, but it's a little ratty around the edges. There are patches. A hood is drawn up from underneath that obscures her pale hair, and her face is actually kind of dirty. That pale hair normally shines like ivory or like white gold in the sunlight, but now is matted and kind of dishwater. The face is the same, pretty, well composed. The makeup is non-existent, though, and you find that her face is cute, but much more plain than it is when she's made up correctly. Behind her is a large, sturdy woman with a slightly grayish-green hue to her flesh. She's carrying a large walking stick and several bags with her. "Pardon the intrusion," Bianca says. "It's wonderful to see you. Pardon this." And she'll wave a hand, and suddenly just the illusion over the clothing will just fade away, revealing that she's dressed in nice, decent clothing. As well, her guard shimmers slightly, no longer being just a what looks like a half-orc laborer, but is now dressed in the armor of the Royal Knights.
Oh, welcome.
This is Hilda, my friend and confidant and guard. Thank you. It's no problem, she'll mutter.
Please, we welcome you.
With that, she gestures, and Hilda hands out the things inside of the inside of her bags. Rich hams, a bottle of wine from the upper echelons of the city, as well as just general supplies, breads, flours, things that all in all, it's about probably 50 pounds worth of groceries that she hauled down.
You're too kind.
I imagine that a lot of the shops would have been shut.
The streets are not the safest at the moment, no.
Shut and or looted, I'm afraid.
Oh, if you need anything else, send word up. I also brought a small bottle of port, enough for the 5 of us.
You're too kind.
I believe we have scones coming shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. These must be your lovely young students. Hello.
Yes, our charges.
Aye, and what's it to you? Vistra Stonemantle, this little chubby blonde dwarf, just on the cusp of maturity, kind of like will kind of narrow her eyes and like it looks. She's very upset that you made her like comb her hair.
She's a dwarf. Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you. She says hello to Beatrix and Big Bell and Ella as well as Benevolence. You have quite the menagerie of students here.
Hexador House
leans
is always
forward.
an assortment.
To whoever is furthest away, and we'll go, "What's a menagerie?"
Probably Yes Fiend, because Yes Fiend's kind of staying back to keep a general eye out. So she'll be like,
Kaylin kind of bristles a little bit at the word
Whisper it,
menagerie. But she'll try and play it off politely.
I mean, it doesn't. It's one of the. It's one of the definitions. Yeah. It's definitely a.
Yeah,
border,
but it kind of
it's
says that we have a house full of animals, not students.
He's just like,
Or is looking at their race.
the exoticness of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the best term, but she's rich. Who knows? What does she know?
We're like a collection of individuals.
brightest.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean any.
Colorful life.
Yes, yes. Sorry, I'm a bit rattled from the travel. It wasn't necessarily easy getting down from Belfountain. Do you have a place where we could sit and talk?
Absolutely. Please come join us in our sitting room. It's the most comfortable room that we have.
All right. She'll follow you inside, and before long, you will be there inside of Magnus Vex's study. The door shuts behind you with a sturdy thud. And it's just the 5 of you sitting around in these chairs. The fireplace crackling, accenting every pause. Do you have cups?
Oh, yes. Pippi will jump up and go and get some glasses from somewhere. We have glasses.
Yes, you do.
It's a study.
Port.
It probably
We
has a
have glasses
little
for
like
port.
bar area in
Yeah,
it.
sure is a little.
Yeah, it's
Cabinet.
probably got a little bar cart somewhere.
Lucky will, in her efforts to be ingratiating and polite, will say, "It's nice to see you alive."
Well, I owe a lot of that to you, Miss Sixpence. It's lucky to. I'm glad to see you alive as well, Lucky.
It
Pippi,
would
do you-
take more than that to get rid of me.
Oh, I hope that more than that isn't coming.
Pippi will come back and hand out glasses that are probably, like half the size, half as big as
What
she
is
is.
what is Bianca's kind of body language like?
She's a bit nervous from the looks of it. A bit happy to be sitting down. And once the glasses are placed in front of her, and she leans forward and uncorks the little bottle of port. It's basically about a 500 ml of port, it'd be a full liter. It would be a full liter of this stuff. It's all the way from Serene. So she looks very happy to get that cork out. And as she leans forward, she will pour you each, probably about 2 ounces worth. But as she does, yes, Fiend, you're going to notice that her hand is shaking slightly as she pours the last glass. Just enough that she hits the rim a couple of times, a few sharp ding 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 notes echoing up. I think you'll like this one. It's very warm, all the way from Serene, right near the sea of sand, the singing wastes.
Yes.
Oh, you've been? I've only read about it.
Heard of it. I don't know. Pippi might have been there. She's traveled a little bit. She sings about it like she knows it.
Salute.
Kaylin's going to kind of raise it to sniff, but not, and pretend to drink it, but not actually get it.
Okay. It does smell
Lucky will
quite
sniff
good.
it.
It is. On the scale of fortified wine, this is like a fortress of wine. It is very potent. Robin, what am I normally looking at with a really strong port? Where it's still drinkable.
Like 18%.
18, this is probably about 20. Just a tiny bit extra, like a little, like this will warm you up. It is very, it's got really strong notes of like black currant and like this almost like smoked pepper. Like it's a really rich, but slightly it is going to be a bit spicy to drink this.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucky does this thing where she lifts it up and she'll bleh, into the the edge of it, and she's just gonna nope, scrunch up her face, and she's gonna put it down, and she's gonna pick up whatever else there is that's available.
Okay.
Tea or water or whatever.
Probably some tea as you shut the door. Gomery would have served the scones in real quick, so you do have some scones sitting at the table as well.
She will grab a scone.
Oh, they're these lovely golden brown confections with rehydrated strawberries mixed with bourbon, laced in these rivulets of whipping cream that kind of form these rivers of white through the center, glazed with a bit of kind of like a sugar icing.
Yeah. Sugar glaze on top. Very nice.
Yeah, just bite and then just hump. And she's just gonna sit there doing that and listening.
We expect that of Lucky.
I'm sorry to call on you with such short notice. I want to say that the few times that I visited Hexador House, it looks lovely. You've done wonderful things. Keeping it up. I imagine it hasn't been easy with all of the whatever adventures you've been going on and the work you've been doing for my family. I also wanted to let you know that
Definitely.
Ashfield is recovering. He's in and out of consciousness, mostly out, but he's hardy. I expect him, well, the doctors expect him to, well, be fine. Even without the aid of any clerics, which unfortunately most of them are occupied at the moment.
That's good to hear.
Understandable.
You mentioned to me when we first met that you were doing these tasks because of a debt that had been accrued by Magnus Vex.
Yes. The school is heavily in debt at this point. We've been finding notes that potentially it's been contrived. And have been looking into that, of course.
Is it the Bank of Echidna that's owed? Or private lenders?
Do we remember?
It was
thought it
private
was-
lenders, actually.
Yeah.
For the most part, but through a number of like shells, basically. That will be a bit more difficult. What was the sum? You said it was quite high.
Kaylin will name some. She would know it.
Yeah.
It was 50,000.
50,000.
I knew it was 5 something, but...
If I may ask a question,
Of course.
Yes.
what are your intentions once you pay it off?
Not be in debt.
Want it to be a proper school.
Yes,
Continue what taught us.
we were left the school to.
It's a place of safety for young girls who need magical education, who have no family, or nobody to care for them.
I imagine that must matter a lot to you. You all grew up here in some capacity.
Yeah. Yes.
I was very fortunate. My magical education came from tutors and experts who were called in to help me in ways that many of the girls here haven't. And yet, in my hour of need, some of them came and saved my life. I cannot help but feel like with the troubles that are occurring in the city, there will be a need for this school for a very long time. Many more girls are likely to be orphaned by this crisis.
That is a big fear.
A school like this cannot run without charging tuition. Or without having proper patronage.
Agreed.
It is the least I can offer, therefore, that I humbly offer my services as a patron for the House of Hexador.
That is most generous, Lady Celes.
What are the implications of that?
She basically would be your boss.
Yeah, so she'd control Hexador House.
It would depend on the agreement that you
It would
form with your
depend on the
patron.
agreement for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm just trying to ask because of all the politic bullshit that's been going on and what
Yeah.
we've learned about Hexador's role. It's is something that pop to Kaylin's mind potentially.
Potentially could rankle you, yes.
Yeah.
Any type of ceding of control can be scary.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I have a note here that we had previously been offered patronage and had been wanting to turn it down, but I think it was before we had actually met the Celes family properly.
That sounds right.
Was it the Celeses or was it somebody?
I remember a patronage offer, but I don't remember who.
I think she might have mentioned being willing to help the first time that you met her.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe that was it.
willing-
I just
willing to
remember us being
help.
suspicious
Yes.
about it because of all of
Yes.
this already. So,
Either that or potentially it was tied up with the spiders thing.
Yeah, I think it happened about around the same time too.
As part of
But
this,
yes, sorry, Kaylin will kind of respond appropriately to such a generous offer. Like she'll pause for a few minutes to just kind of probably just
take
look
it
a
in.
little stunned, but then try and recover and not necessarily accept immediately, but kind of
would this be something that
express.
you were interested in?
I think I can say that we would be interested. We would like to know more about what you consider would be your role as patron. How would you like to be involved?
I would like to make sure that you got all of your, well, that all of your teachers returned. First and foremost, I don't believe that any of you are trained educators, and although, Kaylin, you are quite a noteworthy researcher, there is a difference, although I imagine you probably did some of it in your graduate studies.
I would prefer to go back to research, that is true.
Then that is what I will offer
You've identified a few of the professors and managed to encourage, I think, one at least to return so far. Unfortunately, one is now unavailable.
Yes.
Yes. Miss Blaze, I know you least well of all. I'm very sorry for your loss. I've been informed that the woman who attacked the opera house had a hand in your mother's parting.
Yes.
I
I believe it was that.
Allow me to be frank with you then. I have continued my discussions with Algernon Hagen. And we are moving forward with our plan to stop the corruption of the Black Spiders. I could...
How do you plan to do that?
We are dealing with an internal matter inside of the council, and once it is settled, we should have the authority to make sweeping police reform.
What's wrong with the council? Isn't it that each area has their own representative?
Yes. Unfortunately, it's hard to get nobles in the same place at the same time to make unilateral decisions.
I imagine it's rather like herding cats. Side glance to Lucky.
I wouldn't know. We're all friends here, so I will tell you the truth. We had a discussion about reenacting the tradition of the Diamond Throne. The Diamond Throne is something that has happened in the city. I told you this way back when. But basically, the districts are broken up based on who is in control of their local regions. Foundation Tower is, of course, just like City Hall. Basically, it's its own little district. The Riggs/Grey Neighbor is House Cray. Goldbrand's owned Fairtown. Hamelin is owned by the Hagens. Belfountain is owned by the Celes, and the Velt is owned by the Hargroves. One moment. Nope, that's... And pardon me one moment. I'm just going to check our wiki real quick for something that I've forgotten. Just want to make sure I get the title right. Of course, this is the wiki that exploded many times only on the Port Echidna page. All pages. Okay, Port Echidna. Geography, weather, society, religion, City ward. City council is governed by the family that holds the heraldry hereditary seats of each district. Its title is passed down throughout the blood by default, but may be freely and permanently transferred. This is uncommon, but not unheard of, as Hamelin seat has changed hands twice, having formerly belonged to the Lang and Burnbridge families. Foundation Tower has a seat as well, but unlike the hereditary titles, this seat can only be occupied by a representative elected by unanimous will of the council. The seat gains veto power and must be re-elected once per decade. To date, only 3 people have ever held this seat. Dio Diamond herself, the founder of the city, Gonard Marchhill, a halfling who broke the Great Famine about 200 years ago, and Stildra Skade, who defended the Bay of Fonir versus a pirate invasion that happened about... inside of Kaelin's lifetime, actually. So this is probably when you were like 15 or 20.
So this rioting might be very useful.
What do you mean?
Because they all seem to have been, like, elected based on a big, like, catastrophe, essentially.
Yeah.
So
Potentially, yeah.
That's political
now,
unrest.
how did
can
Hexador
often-
House work into that? Because Hexador had a weird thing about that we found in the basement, sort of thing.
Let me see if I have the exact wording for you. One moment, please. We've got a jumper. Nope. One moment, please. Dinner.
Yeah, no problem. I know there is something, I just don't quite remember the details of it anymore.
In a couple minutes.
There was a document in the basement that said,
Yes.
signed by Marconius Cray, Roll Lang, Realm Hargrove, Wolfhagen, Bannon Lebray, the first mate of Dio Diamond, and Esma Celes. On this document, the words, "Whoever possesses the ancestral home of Port Echidna's 6 founders controls their legacy." Pardon me. Let me double check something. Pardon me. That is whoever possesses the... Yeah, so in the city's founding documents, it is... The common knowledge is whoever possesses the ancestral home of Port Echidna's 6 founders controls their city. The 7th house shall remain neutral meeting ground. Never kings, lords, and ladies of the people, or corpses by their hands, is in the original writing. However, in the basement, you found a document that says that the deed and title to something called Hexador Square.
Right.
So, long story short, there's potentially Hexador Square would have encompassed the Downs before it fell into the earth. And the district kind of... Potentially, this could have been a noble seat at one point, this house.
Okay.
Prior...
But didn't it have, like, some sort of connotation for somebody being able to take overall control?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all you need to do is get the documents that are in that locked case.
Okay, just control of Hexador then.
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought it had more to do with, like, being able to take overall control of the city if you had more than one seat. Like, if you took control of Hexador, it would be more... There was more politics to it, I thought.
If Hexador were to... Hexador could be a... Why don't you go ahead and... You know what? It's the last game. I'm just going to say it. So the way that works technically, I mean, if you really wanted to, is that Hexador could be used as a veto seat. It could be used as a filibuster seat to prevent things like Grand Reform. Or to stop this election.
Okay, so potentially it's not so much that she wants to use it to force it through, but that somebody wants to use it to try and stop what she's doing.
Potentially. So anyway, that's what she'll say. She'll say that it's not, we're enacting the diamond,
Right.
the diamond throne. Once that's done, we should be able to make some major changes and battle the spiders out of the city from where they've crawled. The division that I've taken it upon myself to create could use well, people like yourself. Miss Blaze. Inspector Blaze. If you'd be interested, there would, of course, be a great amount of prestige and access to do the type of work that you do best.
I am definitely intrigued by your offer. I certainly trust my abilities, and I feel I could use them for a better purpose in tracking down these spiders and flushing them from their webs, but I also want to see this situation wrapped up with these fellow women. It's funny how tragedy can bring people together, and you can find almost friends in the most unlikely circumstances.
It's true.
Who are you hoping to put on the throne? If I may ask.
Unfortunately, there are very few who would be suited for it. The council has discussed, and once my brother recovers, he would assume control of House Celes to free me up for the role.
See?
I was hoping that you would say that you owed money to the Bank of Echidna, which would be much easier if that position were to come into my possession to negotiate, but I do have funds put away that could pay off private investors.
Well, the other question is whether or not these debts are legitimate, or if they've been, as Kaelin said,
Through
contrived.
The
papers, many of them seem to have been forced to try and force Hexador House out.
I see.
And it is very suspicious, in my mind at least, that Magnus Vex and Madame Blaze died at basically the same time after she was asked for help from Magnus.
I had several of my investigators follow up on this Electra character. Some of the Royal Knights were able to find one of her safe houses. In doing so, there was documentation that tied her what I mean to say is I believe that it is the Black Spiders who put all of this in motion, seeking something at Hexador House.
Okay, how trustworthy does this feel to me? Like, does this feel like she's trying to feed me a direction, or...
You can make me an insight roll.
Do I feel like I could trust her?
I think we need some insight from
yeah.
Yasmin.
I think you feel like you can trust her.
Okay, so for insight, that is 23.
23? No, I mean, she seems kind of like tense about this whole thing, kind of nervous about it, and definitely nervous talking about this in front of Yasmin because she's literally talking about things that led to the death of her mother. But I think overall she's revealing a lot more cards on the table right now than she necessarily has to you.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
So you think that she seems very nervous and very apprehensive at the moment,
Okay.
but
See, that's what I'm asking.
You think
for,
she
because,
trusts you?
as Christine, I'm paralyzed by what do I do? Like,
That's
what
fair.
sort of choice do I make? I don't want to make the wrong one and like have like a bad ending to the mystery. Like, I want her to be cool and like the right person to trust and enjoy. And,
I mean,
like, fall in with. But
she's been good to you so far. That's what I'll say.
this
Like
is
you have a
true.
good history of
Yeah.
it.
Because I'm kind of torn of potentially revealing what.
But you rolled a 23. Like she seems trustworthy.
I'll kind of glance over at the others then and kind of. Should we? Sort of thing? Like, mouth it?
Lucky's looking at the fireplace and back at you and back at Bianca and just like shrug.
Are you cold? I'm closer to the fireplace. Would you like to switch places?
What? No.
Oh,
no,
just
no.
you keep look-
I'm just. She'll lift up her arms and be like, fur. I'm fine.
Oh, my apologies.
Well, I'll do an insight roll to see, what Pippi thinks.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's find out.
May I also insight?
Oh, I
Sure.
got no insight. This is
If
like,
you're-
it was 5. This is like,
If
yeah.
you're gonna do it, do
sure.
it. Let's get it out of the way.
Insight 5.
Yeah, Pippi,
Yeah, she's
Pippi
lying.
and Lucky are like, oh
She
yeah.
actually wants to set up a cat sanctuary.
You know what? That's good too. This is a very trustworthy person.
28.
28? Yeah. What are you trying to vibe out?
Just her general, like, I want to know where her eyes are glancing. Like, is she
Oh, that
keeping
means
her
nothing.
gaze to us? It means nothing? Oh, no.
Sorry, it means nothing.
Oh, darn.
Sorry to ruin that.
Criminologist, no one asked.
But if she looks nervous, then yeah, she would be nervous. You're looking for general body language, so yeah. Body language is good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm getting the yet.
Okay. But, like, she seems very trustworthy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're getting.
Lucky's just gonna lean forward and be like, why don't we just show her?
Kaylin will kind of go,
Okay.
right. I would.
I mean, if we're screwed, we're screwed, but she seems
Yeah.
nice.
Is Lucky just saying this all?
Yes, Lucky is just saying this. in front of
100%.
her.
Kaylin just
Of
kind of
course she
face
is.
palms slightly and then looks at Bianca and says, "We've discovered some things. I'd appreciate your discretion."
Oh, of course.
And one moment, wait here. Kaylin will go find the medallion thing, the necklace, and come back and kind of clear up with. We had just found this. Like, we were not going to
Yes.
keep this from you.
My brother's necklace.
We
Yes.
discovered it has old ties to Hexador House, so.
It was a story.
And she'll just get up and show her.
All right, sliding the amulet, the pendant, into the fireplace. It cracks away, and the fireplace will suddenly out.
Oh, so we don't have to put the fire out first.
There's a grind, and the back wall of the fireplace opens, revealing
Better.
a long winding stairwell that heads underneath into the hidden library of Magnus Vex and, well, the hidden library of Labray. What is this place?
We believe it's from back from the founding. It looks like Hexador played quite a role and was potentially a seat of the Downs before they became the Downs.
Be careful what you touch. Some of those things will definitely kill you if you touch them.
Of course. You walk down the stairwell and find yourself in this
Potentially
immense...
this is why.
Who's behind? Who's the last of you four that's kind of like would probably walk after, like, behind Bianca with, like, Yasmin at the back?
I feel like Lucky probably is behind Bianca and was like subtly like pushing her towards the door, the fireplace. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah. Here, go.
Got something to show you.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, like, Pippi's probably behind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Yasmin, because I'm assuming is Caitlin probably leading Bianca?
Yeah.
That's what
Okay, so to Pippi, Yasmin's gonna quickly whisper in her ear. She was leading the conversation. She was in control of it. I don't know. I'm unsure about her. But she was able. She was choosing what to say, and she was the one in control. I don't know.
Yes. But we allowed her the opportunity to say everything that she needed to say without much prompting.
Yes, but she controlled the narrative of what she shared with us, and she controlled the narrative of the conversation. I'm just saying I don't... I'm not sure how much we can trust her, so keep your guard up.
Absolutely. I think we all will.
I'm going to definitely hang back.
Okay.
Stepping inside, the wall that parts in front of you, revealing the library. The library is a semicircle of books that domes up toward you. I think it's a good time right now. If you want to, let's switch to our library backgrounds.
Oh, which one's the library?
Let's go with this one, actually.
Okay.
But we could use this one if you want to use this one. It's fine too, but also this one. We'll go with the dome.
With the dome. Okay. Hang on. No momento, por favor.
Stepping through the aftermath of a battle where you fought a number of digmoles, if I'm not mistaken.
But dogmoles?
Dogmoles, not digmoles. Dogmoles, yeah.
I killed that one.
Oh wow, excellent work. Actually, let me just double check. I just want to make sure that I remember, because it has been a year since I've been in this basement. Let me just make sure I have everything. Draw the attention as you go downstairs.
Way longer than a year. This was way before I joined.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, what's B? Okay. Sorry, just double checking what was on. Oh, that's right. The magic spyglass is inside of that case. That's what's in there. Okay. You walk through the center.
Magic spyglass.
Yeah. Walking through the center of the room, you'll see that there is a crushed velvet-lined case coated in dust in the center of the room. On the far side of this, at the south wall, is a chamber. A double door made of raised brass inset into old burnished oak awaits you. What do you do? Do you head inside?
Yeah, Lucky will happily go and open the door. Be like, just don't touch anything.
Of course.
In cases, at least.
Yeah. Hippie's watching to see her reactions.
This is... Wow.
You have something like this in your home?
I mean, we have hidden chambers, but... You said Lebre. Lebre was a magus. Quite a powerful one, if my studies... To think of the type of research he would do here. I would love to spend some time down here. See if any of the tomes are in good condition. I'm sure you would as well, Kaylin.
Yes, unfortunately, I've not had the time yet.
It has been busy for you. And as you step inside of the room, you'll see it's an old magic workshop, and at the very bottom of it, the display case. The handle of which is kind of tantalizingly polished by years of human contact long ago, that is. Now quite, I guess tarnished. Is the right thing. Inside of which are the documents of which I spoke. Yes, Fiend.
As she was like walking and as we're walking, could Fiend had taken like a quick glance to see if she has any noticeable weapons or magic items on her. Like, does she look like she's prepared to fight or something?
You could make me a perception roll, please.
Okie dokie. 22.
22. She has some incredibly elaborate bracelets on that kind of wrap up and down her lower forearms. Okay. A number of potions on her belt. And as she walks, you'll see that she does have a wand that is kind of like, it's kind of like in a gun holster spot at her hip. Not uncommon for a magic user to carry one of those.
Yeah.
Besides that, you think that there might be something magical about her cloak. Okay. And she has a couple of rings on her fingers that look to be quite expensive. One of which looks like it's shaped like it covers 2 fingers in the center of her hand, almost like a sling ring. Mm-hmm. But it looks like it is shaped vaguely like one of the symbols of one of the arcane symbols for the mind.
Okay. And also, I forgot to ask, where did her assistant guard come with us into the room?
No, she stayed upstairs with Gomery.
Okay, cool.
No, she appears to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What is this? In the case.
Kaylin will kind of explain what they've discovered.
So the Downs used to be a district with voting rights.
So. Does make sense before they collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
I believe Hexador is all that's left of it.
What do you plan to do with that information?
Honestly, I hadn't particularly planned to do anything with it, beyond that it might be reasoning behind who was trying to shut down Hexador to take this. But it might be useful to you in what you're aiming to do.
I think the only thing that would... She'll look down at the case and furrow her brow. It would be much more useful in the hands of those who would seek to oppose us if the Downs is a district.
Then the Black Spiders control it, potentially.
No one can control the law inside of it, according... It would be autonomous. It would be... To do so would be to threaten civil war. But these people... They deserve better than what they have right now.
Yes.
If the right person were to take control of the house, it might be okay for them.
Or, at the very least, potentially if the house is in the hands of multiples, somebody could be put in the position of looking after the Downs. It could be a conglomerate instead of in one hand, and one person can be overthrown relatively easily.
A found family.
Of sorts. If anything, potentially, taking from the former residents of the house even would be good, because many of them come from similar backgrounds and have quite sympathy for the sort of people who live in the Downs.
The type of non-hereditary exchange isn't uncommon. It's happened a number of times. That would be good. Alternatively,
help protect from organizations like the Spiders.
Yes. Unless they got control of it. You said that one of your friend Safia had ties to the Black Spiders. I wonder if... How much do you trust her?
I don't truly know her. She came to school after me.
If she is included in your ownership, that could be very dangerous. If the wrong person was in control of... She'll look into the case and... Hexador Square. That could be disastrous.
How so?
I just said the autonomous district. The political power to cause upheaval, to start conflict, to... Given its location and vulnerability to enter and exit Port Echidna through the lower cavern system, they could sell out to Scarmusian slavers. They could bring in the Amresians. There's all manner of things that could happen.
Yes.
The help of a group is that one person cannot affect that change by themselves. It would be one against many.
You would still have to have one or two voting members, but yes, you could.
Is her body language changing as we're talking? Mentioning Safia and the stuff?
Definitely gets kind of stressed and once she starts talking about Safia.
Okay. Is she making any sort of... Is she shifting to, like... Basically, if she looks like she's trying to go for her wand.
Okay, I'll let you know. You're keeping an eye on the wand.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the wand. I'm keeping an eye on her. I'm basically, because I have my coiling grasp tattoo, I am basically, like... Yasfine is getting has the vibe that we're being manipulated a little bit, so she wants to make sure she doesn't try and grab this in front of us and make a fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Okay. Totally. So you're saying that you're gonna try to counter any surprise round that might come.
Maybe. If she's feeling any weird, she's kind of, again, because she's staying back and watching, like, that is Yasfine's single purpose, is to be watching her for changing of body language. Okay. She's just watching for that.
Sounds good to me. I suppose that would be good. If you didn't trust each other, the only other option I would suggest would be to destroy it. I don't know. What do you think? The city seems very stable right now, and most of those that are in the Downs are fallen. For lack of a better word, it's completely controlled by gangs. Mafias. Bugbears and hobgoblins and...
You say the city's been more stable with riots in the street? I don't think right now is.
Perhaps not right now. No.
But for some time. For some time it has been.
I would say so.
Not if you live down there.
You're right. It should be something that we focus more on.
If they had proper representation and authority, then maybe gangs and mafias wouldn't control the Downs.
And is
That could be brought about peace.
And that's what the four of you want to devote your lives to, then?
What? Devoting what?
Your lives. Being a noble isn't parties and caviar. It's hard work. It's devotion to those who live under you.
Well,
Otherwise, you're a parasite.
I mean,
If you are willing to devote your lives to it, I will help you make these documents public.
I'm happy to go around bashing heads together for people who aren't cooperating. I'm good at that.
You're
Surprised.
definitely good at that.
I had been devoting my life to research, and I suppose it's one way of helping people. I would not be averse to looking after.
And if you want to make me the head chief inspector of the main city, having me down in the Downs, being chief inspector, leading
Being
and
one of
clearing
them.
out here.
We have no love for the black spiders.
No.
No. They murdered my mother in cold... not cold... Well, cold blood. She was sleeping.
I'll help you in any way you can, or in any way that I can. I ask a favor, though. If you really want to see this city bettered, and you really want to face the spiders head on, I'll help you reveal this information. But give me 1 month.
What will you do in that month?
If this were to come up soon, it would probably destabilize the council's vote today.
Okay.
A month would be enough time to stabilize things in the city, and then by all means.
I'm assuming there's a lot of security going into this vote. I'm just feeling like the strategic vote for control of this Diamond Throne would be something that the Black Spider could potentially sabotage.
Yes. Which was
It would
my
be-
other reason for coming here. I wasn't sure I was going to tell you this, but you seem like you really want to make a difference.
Yes?
We have a potential lead on one of 3 locations that Dawn Carmine might be. There are not enough qualified guards to hit up all 3. I was wondering if you would be interested in one final adventure.
Sure.
Once
feel
more
like
as
that
the
would
flying
wrap up.
jackals.
I would wrap up the story for the mystery of the murder of my mother by cutting this head off the snake.
I appreciate it. Do you need... Thank you. I know what it's like to lose your parents. I can only imagine the rage you feel getting to know them, getting to know her as well as... So you'll do it?
Are we all in?
I'm in.
I'm in.
100% in.
Kaylin?
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry, I was saying yes, and I don't know if you guys heard me. So
No, I didn't quite hear you. No.
okay, this is weird
cool.
because the mic is
Yeah.
right here.
I know.
I think two people were talking at the same time.
Yeah, probably. That
Okay.
happened.
Then, if that's settled, it's a bit chilly down here. Yasmin, she reaches inside of her coat, and she kind of hikes it up over her exposed arm because it's cold down here.
Well, she seems to be not. She doesn't look like she's going for something.
No,
Does
she
it?
doesn't. She doesn't. But you tense
Yes.
a little. Your brain
Tense a
tenses.
little.
Lucky just looks over at her, at Bianca, is like, you should grow some fur.
I'll see if I can figure that spell out.
Potentially a specially modified polymorph.
I mean, I could just turn myself into a tabaxi, but I'll save
That
that for
would
a
be
rainy
better.
day. I imagine you would find me much prettier.
Yeah, you're pretty fleshy.
I suppose you've never encountered one of the urban tabaxi.
Well, I met my sister.
No, the hairless ones. They're very hard to tell the difference
No.
between them and humans, actually. Except for the tails. In that case, I don't expect the spiders to be fully mobilized. We only decided on a meeting place this morning and only decided to have the meeting this morning. Unless communications have been infiltrated, you four are some of maybe 20 people in the entire city who know about the meeting. Most of them being those who will be there.
Right.
We plan to meet at the 6th bell. I would like... Well, the current point of assault is at the same time.
Okay.
There's a brothel in Grey Neighbor that we believe that he's operating out of, called the Crimson Hag.
All right.
Apparently there is a bit of a there's a room in the basement behind a bookshelf that is used for specialized pleasures. Don't ask how I came across this information. It's not my...
No shame.
Tell that to Ashfield. And yes, Fiend. If you do find him there, give him one for me too.
Agreed. She'll pick up her. She'll show her the rapier. She'll be like, "This was the Electra. I pulled it from her body when I killed her. I plan on wetting this blade with Carmine. Don Carmine's blood for its first."
I wish you the best. I should be going, though. I don't have much time to get back up, and I'd prefer not to have to try to teleport through. You never know when that will cause some trouble.
True.
Good luck.
And to you.
Just curious, why hadn't you removed the documents?
Didn't know where to keep them. I'd
I guess
be safe.
suppose this is safe enough.
Nobody else knew about it as far as we could tell. Not exactly easy for a thief to get into either.
Couldn't they just lift the...
What's it? Lucky's like, don't touch it.
Oh, she's gonna kind of look at it and kind of like reach to poke it. What do you do?
I mean, Lucky's going like, don't touch it, because I vaguely remember there being a magical thing on it.
Yep, there was
that
a
will
magical
kill you.
trap. You determined that there was a sphere of annihilation trap on it.
Yeah, Lucky doesn't know what it'll do, but she knows that you don't touch it. So she's gonna grab Bianca's hand and be like, don't touch it.
Sorry, I just was curious.
Oh, sorry, Claus. Don't touch it. It's
Lucky communicate that to any of the rest of us at the time?
You're the one that discovered it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're the one who rolled like way back when to discover. It was a modified version of
Yeah.
Sphere of Annihilation.
Yes. They put a modified version of Spear of Annihilation on that.
Oh,
Yes, that one's quite safe.
I suppose so. Yeah. So you haven't been able to get it out, I suppose.
I didn't see any point in trying to dismantle at this time, as that was certainly safer than anything I could do.
Fair. Now, let's get out of here. It's a bit cold.
It's a trifle draughty, yes.
All right. So you all head back upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll depart and thank you. Here. As per my promise. Then she'll hand you a writ that is valued at 50,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Basically a check.
Yeah. Kaylin will just kind of go a little wide-eyed, because while we kind of
Yeah.
discussed it,
Yeah.
it hadn't really been firmly, and it's a lot of money to be holding.
For goods
You
and
should probably hold on to that, Kaylin.
for goods and services, as well as if you manage to get it. Carmine's head.
Thank you. Fair.
Would you like it brought to you?
I'm a cop. Yes.
Proof of completion.
Yes. If you could.
Very well.
Thank you, Chief Inspector.
Miss. Ask Garmy for a silver platter as well.
Good luck. And with that, she will depart unless you have anything else to say to her.
I don't think so. I'm gonna suggest that we try and go find that lawyer and arrange
Okay.
to have him pay off the debts with this.
Not a problem at all. So you'll be able to find...
I figure it would probably be safe in his hands, and he's guaranteed trustworthy of that tribe.
You will be able to find Huntley Candlelight, if I'm not mistaken, that was his name. You'll be able to find him pretty easily, and he will do that. He's very... Yeah, Huntley Candlelight. You'll be able to find him. It is very... he's a law speaker. That's what they do. If you can trust nobody else, trust him. But yeah, that is done as well. What else do you plan on doing?
Hiding away the amulet again so that people can't get back down there.
Sounds good.
Otherwise, I guess getting ready to find this place and go wreck some shit.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Lucky's gonna also check in on the girls and be like, we're gonna go out for a bit. It's surprisingly thoughtful of her.
All right. So, as you do that, they'll give you a bit of a hug. Except for Vistra, who will kind of look at you like, "You going off to die?"
Maybe.
Well, that's
So come on, give me a hug.
I'm
Once,
not a hugger.
That's okay. It's just bring it in.
I don't.
Bring it in.
Make me a persuasion roll.
A different dice because the other one was failing me. Oh, well, that's not great either. Persuasion. That's a 6.
All right, fine.
Ah, hug, pat on the head. Here, let me mess it up a little bit for you. It's too straight.
Oh. Probably for the best. Probably for the best. Keeping it that messy. Well, don't die. That would be a stupid thing to do. And not even you are that stupid.
I mean, I'm trying not to die, but if it happens, it happens.
Hey.
But look, hey, I mean, you've already exceeded my lifespan by what, like, at least twice, so... I mean, statistically speaking, she trips over the word statistically. Or, chances are I'll probably still die before you anyway, so, like, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. But I will do it in a cool way.
Sounds about right.
All right. And with that, you all gear up and head off to go hunt down Don Carmine at one of his lairs. I think that's a good place for us to take a quick break, and so we'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hello, we're back, and so this is part of the program where we talk to the chat. I don't remember if we did this in previous episodes of Hexador, but if you're here just for Hexador, that's kind of weird. So I'm really zoomed in. You can even see the amazing Skyfire coffee shirt that I'm wearing. Also, everybody go and buy all the t-shirts right now, because a bunch of them are going into the vault. We've installed a vault in our t-shirt store.
Yes, good plan.
And so those are going to be going in at the end of next week. So you should go and do it right now. If you go on Honey, there is a 40% off coupon for all of the TeePublic stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, which is why I'm buying a bunch of my own merchandise tonight to wear. Because I wear a lot of my own clothes because they just feel better than most of my t-shirts.
Right?
Get the
why
heathered
not?
ones. Right?
The heathered's great.
The heathered's great. My God.
I'm getting. Did you have on the list the alignment one?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I'm gonna get the alignment one.
Yep, I'm ordering to. So by the way, any Dork Tales team people who are watching right now, like who live in my local area, like let me know and I'll put you on the order tonight so that we can get our shirts. Because if I order from myself, I get like $1 off per shirt because I'm paying myself $1, which means I have to pay income tax on it. So it's like actually I get like 80 cents. But yeah. That's weird.
I'm trying to decide what color to get the Ghoul-Age shirt.
Oh, that's a good point. Anyway, so folks, if you have any questions about the game right now, I know we're mostly just playing to our lovely friends, but like, it's good.
It still counts.
So, do you guys have any idea what's going on?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
curious.
not the slightest.
I think I know.
I think
I
I do.
understand.
Oh, should I make another shirt that's Malia and Mars and Tia and Zeno and Catamus? In parentheses.
If you want.
Okay.
Or have Farrah crossed out.
Yeah, I almost like that better. Just do that and then
What
Ooh,
are
and
you,
Crosso Farah.
you should consider? Okay, Ghoulade and Heather Purple is really good.
Oh yes, I've looked at the color combinations. So
I
that's
have
good.
the mage shirt and that heather purple. It's so comfy.
It's nice. I think that the
purple's pretty
Ghoulade
good.
shirt was designed for one of the pinks, the soft pink.
Oh.
It looks really good in soft pink. It looks really good.
Does.
Looks really good in cream for
Kind
some
of like
reason.
the blue, the heather blue or the heather green. But the heather green, I can't wear it on a green screen.
I know, right? Heather Blue's pretty good.
Tragedy.
But
Heather
then
Red's.
it floats and you look magical.
Oh, did you check? Did you check what Heather Gray or just Heather? That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I like how much it pops on Heather Black though on charcoal. That's ridiculous. Anyway,
So weird, yeah.
with your new job coming, you're finally yay Wonka! Good job, buddy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you got that job. Congratulations, man. Like I know you've been really gunning for that.
hey. That's awesome.
You can feel free to toss coins. It'll be good.
Congratulations.
But yeah, if you're ever buying any of our shirts, just get the classic ones and get them in Heather because they're honestly as soft as. So Kat paid for like one of the tri blends that's like an extra like 50%. Like it's like $30 something if you're Canadian. My Heather ones are softer,
Yeah.
and that's why she got them because she likes soft shirts because she's bougie. She's a princess. Princess Cat. So folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I really wanted to thank you. This is the last episode of Hexador House. We've got a little bit left for you. That should be fun, and I hope you stick around until the post-credit scene, because it is going to be a thing that is going to establish some things. Because I've been doing post-credit scenes since before Marvel did them, so this is funny,
This is true.
right? Or about the same time, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay. Anything else that we need to talk about? Post-credit scene. Oh yeah, Traz.
Tomorrow is the finale for Rain.
That's right. Reign of Emeries is
Yes.
starting.
Yes.
Honestly, I wish that today had been the Reign finale just for
Me
timing.
too. Me too.
But I think Caitlin's working.
I also work.
I mean, she's dead,
as well.
but you know.
I also work, so I couldn't
Oh
do
god,
it tomorrow.
I need sorting chair art, Nacro. The sorting chair. Wasn't it a
Yeah.
beanbag chair? It was like the worst thing
I
ever.
stepped away for a second and I returned to cursed memories.
It's beautiful memories.
Oh, it was great. It was also cursed.
It was great. I'm looking forward to it. A bunch of the memories that are going to be coming your way in Shards and Earn are going to be really good if we finally get back to that game. I'm very
I'm
excited.
excited for it.
It'll be good. Hopefully, and I checked, Winter's feeling better, so
Okay, that's good.
that's good. God damn it, Nacro. Actually, Nacro became one of our demonic patrons, demonic producer tier, which meant that he's been collaborating with me on some stuff that's hitting you guys in Shards soon. So it's some of it's all his fault. So enjoy. It's gonna be awful.
Good
It's
to know.
good. And then Soul has an entire like mini campaign that's coming with stuff that she designed. So that's gonna be. It's like partially. It's like half and half. I've got a couple of things that are bumping heads. I gotta name that damn campaign tonight though. So if we show up at Reign of Emeries and I don't have a name for the new campaign, then it's just called campaign number 7.
Okay.
Is it
Mom-
not the name of the other?
Yeah, I just don't love that name.
Really? Because I liked it a lot. So if you really want to rename it, do it. But like, it's got a good working title, in my opinion.
So the Ballet of Blood doesn't sound as good for you, huh?
No.
God, I'm really curious because we had to push back some of our games this week because of illness and then a car accident. But it's gonna be really funny because next week we're running Vampire on Thursday and we're running Shards on Wednesday, and I get my booster shot on Wednesday. So this is either gonna be fine or that Thursday Vampire game is. Don't trust anything that happens in that game. It might all be a dream. When I wake up the next day and I'm like, oh shit, did I really say
Bobby
that?
Ewing, you're supposed to be dead.
Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, both of them. They both show up in the same way.
If Farah shows up in Vampire, we know there's a problem.
I don't know about that. That
She's
sounds great.
She's a beast.
That would be entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
She would just be like a regular Vancouver girl. It'd be weird.
Yeah. She'd blend right in. Nobody
Oh
would
my
notice.
goodness, would she just be a basic West Coast bitch?
basically, with Uggs.
Yes, she would. Yeah.
Boots and her latte.
Well,
yeah, her pumpkin spice latte.
okay, so according
And
to...
her Lululemons.
Yeah, her Lululemon.
You know she'd wear Lululemons. Hold on, I got a picture. So if Thestrel is vaguely based off Vancouver Island, I gotta check something real quick. This is important. I have to figure out where she technically is from. I think she's from near where Robin's from, actually. But maybe not.
out in the boonies? Awesome.
Yeah, hold on.
Welcome to nothingness.
Okay, hold on. Well, so if Vancouver Island is roughly the same as that, then that means that she's from like... Oh god, is she from Souk? Sorry, I'm cross-referencing. I'm basically pretending that the peninsula got mashed in. I know this matters to no one but me, but that's fine.
I'm curious.
Matters to us.
Oh god,
Matters to
she's
us
from
on
like...
the island.
Yeah, she's basically like from... She's from Cowichan. Like that's basically what lines up there. She's like from either Cowichan
Nice.
or like maybe like somewhere between Cowichan and Shawnigan. Like that chunker right there.
Okay, yeah, that's my girl. That's
If
my
there
girl.
if there was anything further into like the logging areas, she technically would be closer to like I don't even know, like
Lake Cowichan?
yeah, like kind of like, you know how Shawnigan is kind of like Lake Shawnigan's like inland a bit? Like a little further inland, and that's probably about right for where you guys found her. The dome of Count Mount Doom Von Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't matter to anybody. Vancouver Island stuff. Also, it has been damn cold, and it's been ridiculous. I don't like the snow.
Yeah, it's been unpleasant. The fog over the snow the other night was surreal.
So pretty.
Oh,
though.
that was cool.
It was cool, surreal, and
Yep.
strange, but yeah. Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to go to finish this?
Yes.
Let's get her in.
Yeah. Ready.
Let's do it. Getting to the Crimson Hag is no problem at all. Neither is getting into its basement. A quick bribe with a few coins in your pocket, easily passed out to some of the workers there, will get you downstairs without a problem. And sure enough, inside of a common area downstairs, where there are people drinking, eating, and debauchering behind veiled curtains, you'll find that bookshelf lined with many, many tomes of sensual pleasure and delights. Some of them position books, some of them books of pickup lines, knock-knock jokes, and other flirtations. As you're looking around for the trigger, you will easily be able to find it, and lucky, you are going to get a book of pickup lines and dirty limericks.
Of course she is.
As soon as you open the door, however, 4 robed individuals will stand up and draw long, hafted blades at you. Kind of like shortened halberds. And I'd like an initiative roll off of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I think Pippi should save the gun for later.
All right, so I got one like a really good roll, and the rest are kind of like, eh.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right, let's do this. Holy crap, I didn't get that good, for sure.
Aww.
Okay. Kaylin, Lucky. Yes.
Pippi's last. She might need that gun.
Pippi is just like spending time like figuring out the trigger. She's like, oh my god, I don't know how to use this gun.
Yeah, I don't think she shot it yet.
No.
No.
I think God, the end of last game.
Did I give you
Yeah,
the
she
stats
got-
for it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have that. Yeah.
All right, which means yes, Finet, yes, Fiend, and then
Yasmin.
All right, so the area in front of you is a hallway, it's a 15-foot tall hallway that slants downward into a darkened room, lit only by a few occasional candle flames. As you enter, it is basically this almost like a mine tunnel where it has the oh god, what's the word I'm thinking of? Struts and the things with the frames. What's the word? The frames in a mine tunnel that hold up the ceiling.
Like
No one can
support beams?
Yeah, basically. So we'll say the supports. The walls are lined with supports.
Trusses?
Yeah, trusses.
Trusses. Okay.
Lined with trusses like the ribs of some giant snake. As you press inside, they will draw their weapons, and one of them is going to aim a blade at you. Who is the first person in?
I feel like maybe Lucky.
All right,
Because
Lucky.
she would charge into combat.
Lucky, this robed figure is going to charge toward you and is going to hit you. Holy shit. I have a 22 and a nat 20.
Oh, can I use one of my luck points or to
Yeah, absolutely. You want
make
me
you re-roll that
Nat 20?
the 20? Yeah.
It re-rolled into a nat 20.
Are you fucking
I'm not kidding. I've dropped it and it rolled right back into a 20. Holy shit.
So that's not a reaction, so I can just do that.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna use my reaction to. I'm hoping this works.
Okay.
Cast shield on myself to give
Yep.
myself a +5 to my AC. So my AC is now 23.
23 and
How
what
you
did
said the other one was it 22 or was it 23?
I rolled a 17, so that was 21.
Okay, so one of
Okay.
them at least missed.
All right, but the first one is going to hit. That's a pretty solid hit. Actually, that's going to be 12, 15 points of slashing damage. As he surges in, raises this basically is an elongated axe with a spear on the tip. You don't need to be in here. And is going to slam it into you. The first one is going to be knocked aside by your shield, and the second one he is going to bring it down, and it is just going to cleave right through the center of your shield and into you. Kaylin, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay, well, they're just attacked Lucky. So... Guess I'll cast Scorching Ray.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead, make me attack rolls.
Okay, so that's 3 rays. So I need to... Okay, I'm gonna have
Yep.
to...
And I said there are
what could I put three?
four individuals here.
Okay.
4 robed figures.
Okay, let me just find my...
Totally.
Go real quick. So that would be 22,
That's a hit.
26, and 17.
17 is a miss.
Okay. So 2 of them hit then. Target takes 2d6 fire damage. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit one of them for 16 points of damage.
Okay, 16 points. That's going to strike him, the one that's striking Lucky, directly in the side of the face, burning into this, like, it's not a full helmet, but more like a mailed, I guess it's technically a full helmet. It's more of a skull cap with an eyepiece than anything, though, that he's wearing underneath his hood. It's going to kind of sear that into the side of his face as the metal heats up. He's going to scream in pain, and Lucky, it's going to be your turn.
Okay. I would like to. So, how far away from them am I?
You are 5 feet away.
5 feet away? Mm-hmm. How many of them are within 5 feet of me?
3 of them, actually.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to use my fighting style tunnel fighter, so that until the start of my next turn, I can do up opportunity attacks without using my reaction, and can use reaction to make a melee attack against any creature that moves more than 5 feet within my reach. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. That was bonus action, and then I have extra attack, I believe, so I can attack twice.
And you have your second, or not second wind. You have your.
action surge.
Action
I can
surge.
do. So I could attack up to 4 times, as my understanding.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do my first attack of extra attack, and then I will use my action surge after this.
Okay.
So whoever is closest to me is about to get slashed with
All right. This is the one who critted you?
scimitar, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that one because fuck you in particular.
Probably a good idea.
Okay, one of them's a nat 20.
Nice.
Yep. The other one was a a 16.
16 is not going to hit.
Okay. So for that, still double dice roll damage for the crit. So that is 12 slashing, I believe. Yeah, 12 slashing.
Okay, did you add your strength or dex?
I rolled a 3 and a 4, and then I
Okay.
added, then I added 5 slashing to 5 from dexterity. Yeah,
Okay,
not
so
the
that
best.
was 12 total. Okay, he is
Yeah.
definitely deeply wounded by that cut that glances along the side of his chest.
Okay. And since it's an since I can use action surge, an extra attack means I can hit twice. I will use one of the attacks against him again, and then the second one will go after whoever is next to him.
Okay, the one that's next to you, basically. There's two of them forming a wall directly in front of you, and a third that's kind of stepping around because it's a 15-foot hallway.
Okay, there's a 17 and a 19.
Cool.
17 is going at the guy who
Okay,
critted
that
against
one
me.
is going to miss.
Okay, and then the 19 goes against the other guy.
Okay, that one will hit, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and roll me damage for that.
That is I rolled a 3 plus 8 slashing.
8 slashing. All right, that's going to slash across her arm as she shrieks in pain. And do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I do not think there's anything else I can do. But
Okay.
if any of them move out of my 5-foot range, I get that free attack of opportunity.
That's fair. All right, sounds good. Yes, Fiend, your turn.
All right. So what I heard is there's 3 guys that are all within 5 feet of an ally, right?
Yes, and another one that is
Okay.
approaching as well.
Well, I'm gonna go after one of the ones that hasn't been. Have all of them been hurt, or have only 2 of them been?
Only 2 of them have been hurt.
Okay. I will go after the third one that hasn't been hurt yet by Lucky, and if I hit, I would love to use my snack attack because I'm big.
Sounds good.
You have a snack attack?
I snack attack.
Okay.
They call it snack attack. All right.
Pippi's all over a snack attack.
Right. All right, that is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 to hit will hit.
Perfect. Okay, let me get a D8 and 3D6. Because rogues are awesome.
Rogues are awesome.
Yes, they are.
I want to play Lark again.
Right.
You get that working, Amy.
I'm brainstorming.
So that's going to be 23 points of damage to that one guy.
Okay,
And then I would like to use my bonus action to just stab him with a dagger.
sounds good.
That's probably not gonna hit. That's only a 17, so that will miss, I'm assuming.
17 will miss. Absolutely, yeah. Sorry.
Okie dokie. No worries. I should.
Okay, and that first one was
whatever.
was how much again? It was 20.
23.
Okay,
It was 23 points.
and that was the one that was
Of-
attacking Lucky, right?
Yeah, it was one of the 3 that was within 5 feet that hasn't been hit yet, because you said 2 of them were.
All right. That was one that hasn't been hit yet.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So then that means that you would be there. Sorry, I'm just made a super quick.
Ooh, I realized
Yeah.
I should have done something a rogue usually do. Oops.
And
My
disengage.
bonus action. Yeah, I
Okay,
should have
so
done
that means that Guy 3 is going to take your blade to the face, dropping him to half health. He is absolutely decimated. Well, not decimated. He is definitely wounded by this stabby stab that you dole out. From further down the hall, you'll hear, "Who's there? Are you really stupid enough to come here looking for trouble?" and all of the sconces along this hallway are going to suddenly ignite and start glowing with like a blue-green flame. That's his turn. All right, guard number 2 is going to take a step forward to flank Lucky, and is going to take 2 swipes at her.
So someone took a 5-foot step?
5-foot step, yeah.
Okay, I'm using my reaction to make a melee attack.
Okay,
because that is what this do. So this is just 1 attack, unfortunately, because it's not my action.
That's fine.
Oh fuck.
Well,
it's not great. That's gonna be a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit. All right, that's not gonna hit. So you're gonna throw your blade out. He's going to catch it with she's gonna catch it with the haft of hers, and is going to reverse. The first one's gonna be a 14. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, the next one's gonna be an 18.
That will hit.
Okay, so she rides your blade around, and is going to...
Amy, doesn't shield last until you're at the beginning of your next turn?
She's already acted.
I reacted. I used it as a reaction before I acted.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 13 points of slashing damage. And... oh, God. Pardon me, one moment here. I forgot to do something with these guys' rule set. Yasfine did damage, and so did Lucky. So Yasfine, okay. Okay, and then I'm going to just do, I guess, a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yasfine, you're going to stab your rapier into the guard that was approaching from the rear that hadn't been hurt. That guard is going to roar in pain and bring its halberd down on the back of the one that first attacked Lucky, dealing 13 points of damage to him. That one is going to roar in pain. And let's see, within 10 feet of me, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, cool, I can just roll this. And the one that is fighting Lucky is actually going to charge between you and take a swing at Pippi, which means that you can make another opportunity attack, Lucky. These guys have a reaction that allows them to attack a random person within 10 feet whenever they're hurt.
Oh, great.
So does that one run out of my range? Because I already used my reaction for the other guy.
I thought you didn't have a limit to your reactions when you're in that stance.
That's if... So okay, the specific. While you're in defense, you can make opportunity attacks without using your reaction. So that's if it leaves so that's leaving 5 foot standard opportunity. But then I use my reaction as they move within 5 feet of me.
I'll say he does the full move.
Okay, sure. So then I will attack.
Okay, give me. All right, give me an attack roll.
That's a 16.
That's gonna be a miss, unfortunately.
Should I spend Can I spend a luck point to re-roll it?
Yes,
Oh no, because I've already declared what it was, so you already know. Yeah. Okay.
Would you say it was?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you should use a luck point. It's the last episode. I don't care that much.
Oh, nat fucking 20!
Okay, how do you want to do this?
She's just gonna, if this person moves past her, she's gonna turn and just shank right in the back of the skull with her sword.
All right, there's going to be the noise of a coconut falling to the ground as you cleave that helmet
of blood.
in half. Oh yeah,
He was made of coconuts.
All right, so that's going to be that cascading action. Guy number 3 is going to the one that Yasfine stabbed is going to snarl and take 2 swipes at Yasfine. Yasfine, I have a 17 and a 13.
The 13 won't hit.
Okay.
But the 17 will.
The 17 does for 10 points of slashing damage, though.
I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge to have that.
Sounds good. All right, that's your reaction for the turn. All right, that guy that you almost took out in a single hit with a stab wound to the torso is going to bring his blade down. It's going to scratch along your arm, tearing basically just ripping along your stabbing arm, and is going to try to push toward you to hit you again, but it's not his turn. It's Pippi's turn. Hi, Pippi.
Hi, Pippi's ready, sort of. Okay, so just because I've rarely ever used maps except for here. What's the
5 foot squares.
5 foot squares?
Yeah.
Okay.
And chat, you're really not missing much. I can show you real quick what this looks like.
Yeah, no, it's a box.
It's literally a box.
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay, so let's have some fun. Let's cast Thunderwave.
Okay, your Thunderwave will hit your friends, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, no, maybe I don't want to do that.
So
Crap.
that's
Okay,
the
let's
thing.
let's just go with a straight old-fashioned weapon then. Let's go with the hand crossbow then. We'll shoot at with the hand
Sounds
crossbow.
good. Give me a hand crossbow.
Alrighty.
Where are you aiming? There are 3 of these gentlemen.
I'm gonna go to the one that's closest to me and trying to attack me.
All
'cause
right,
he's right
so-
by Lucky.
Now, if you're using hand crossbow, it will be a disadvantage attack because he's right in your face. You'll need to back up 5 feet.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's that or the gun, so. Okay.
Up to you, but it's going to be disadvantage because you're firing at someone who's point blank.
Okay. How much is my disadvantage? I got a 16.
So you roll twice and take the worst.
Okay.
We need to get you back into D&D. You've been out too long.
15.
15 is that
16
your
and 15. So 15 is my worst.
15 is your worst. What's your bonus to that? So what's your dex bonus and proficiency?
My dex. Okay. Dex bonus.
Should be like, I guess,
I
plus
have
3?
2.
Okay, plus 2.
Oh,
that's six-
yeah. My dex
15,
bonus is
17.
2.
Okay,
So that's
and your proficiency
17.
bonus is 3.
And my proficiency
that's a hit.
bonus is 3. Yeah.
So roll me hand crossbows 1d4.
It's a 1d8.
Oh, yeah, because it's a light crossbow is what you're using.
I have both a hand crossbow and a light crossbow, but they're both the same. Yeah, either
Well,
or.
the hand crossbow is smaller, so you're using the light crossbow.
Okay, I'm using
So
the light crossbow.
roll me that d8 and add your dex mod to it.
7 and my dex con.
Dex mod should be
My
plus
dex mod is 2.
All right,
So
so 9.
9.
9
Yep.
points of damage. That is
9 points of damage.
That is guy number 3.
There we are. We're back.
Oh, that's guy number 3.
back, baby.
This is guy number 2. All right, so you're going to fire right into her face. That's going to be 9 points of damage, which is going to suck for her. That's not how math works, Kelly. There we go. Not you, Kelly. Me, Kelly.
I know, yeah. I'm
All right,
Cal. I'm Cal from up the road.
That's true. The crossbow is going to catch her in the hip from... Basically, it's going to pump right up into her stomach as she looms over you.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else with your actions? You have Bardic Inspiration you could dole
Yeah,
out. You have...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some bardic inspiration to be had. Yeah, she's gonna, there's a great battle cry that she's learned recently. It's called minimum wage, because that's what they're working for. It's actually a They Might Be Giant song, and it just goes minimum wage, and so she's just gonna holler that, and hopefully that'll just either distract and just confuse other people, and it'll go well.
Well, if you're granting Bardic Inspiration dice, who are you going to grant one to? Who are your friends?
I think Lucky needs it, so I'm gonna give it to Lucky.
So Lucky, and you're a D6 at your level? I think what level are you guys? You guys are...
We're level 6 now, so.
It's not on the screen anymore, so... I think it's D8 then. Bard. 5e, it's been a while since I've had a Bard that actually used Bardic Inspiration. D8. Okay, so Lucky, you have a D8. All right, Pippi, that's your turn. Guy number 4, who is at the back guarding things, is going to try to figure out what is going on, and is going to rush forward and, I guess, take a swipe at... I guess I'll take one swipe at Yasveen and one swipe at Lucky. Yasveen, that's a miss. Lucky, that's a miss! Unless your AC's 14, Lucky.
Nope, it's 17.
Okay. Rushes forward and goes... Rah! Misses twice and... All right, top of the initiative. Guy number 1 is dead. Well, that's easy. Kaylin, you're up. What do you do?
I've been trying to decide.
So basically, the 3 men, the 3 guards, are kind of forming a diagonal line across this corridor in front of you. Yasveen has found herself in the front ranks fighting 2 of them at once, and kind of like a go board staggered. Lucky is fighting the next one back. You and Pippi are you guys are forming like a wedge, but the hallway is in front of you, and you're kind of wedging across. They're going to have trouble leaving this room.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Okay. Just trying to see how I can potentially do this. If I moved to the other side in front of... So I'm on the left-hand side, and if I move to the right-hand side of this hallway room space thing, would I potentially be able to do a 15-foot cone and hit a couple of these guys without hitting, like, Lucky?
You could hit 2 of them. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You don't
Dragon's
quite...
Breath.
Ooh, actually, wait, hold on. So, I just want to see, because the bookshelf opened sideways. So, what I'll say is that you can hit all 3 of them, but the last one will have advantage on their save.
Okay. Sure. Dragon's Breath.
Okay, what's my save DC?
Let me find the right page.
It's okay.
Spell save DC would be 16.
16. All right. I succeeded all 3 times.
Nuts.
Sorry, I got a nat 20, an 18, and then a 17. Like,
okay.
on the dice.
You're still gonna take damage. It's a second level spell. Like...
I know. Give it to me.
One sec. I just have to read it again. I'm gonna hit them, I think, with poison damage.
All right.
That would be a good choice.
All right. Roll me damage.
So it's 10 damage, so they would take 5 as half damage.
Okay, so that is going to be boom and boom. All right, your poison sprays out of your mouth as you call upon your magic, splashing them and burning them. The one that is facing Yasmin and Lucky is going to enter a wrathful rage as his reaction, because he hasn't used this. And is going to randomly attack. 1, 2, 3. Is he randomly going to attack Lucky? And that's going to be a 24.
So he randomly attacked me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to spend my last luck point.
Okay.
To make that... Yeah.
Well, you roll it.
Yeah, okay.
You roll it.
Well, I rolled a 4, so I would like you to use your attack me with a 4, please.
I will attack you with a 4. I attack you for a 9. Does that hit you?
Nope.
All right, so he is going to scream and bring his halberd axe down, and it is going to actually scratch open a little bit of some of your rags, the clothes that you're wearing, but is going to collide with the ground between your legs instead. And
Sorry.
Lucky, it's your turn.
Can I just... I forgot about something that I have.
Yeah,
that
what's
we
up?
must have gotten right at the end of when we leveled. So I'm not going to ask to add the damage because I'm quite late on this.
Yeah.
Because it's the elemental affinity part of the draconic bloodline.
Yeah, no, you can go ahead. That adds your charisma.
Yeah, so can I switch the type of, like, damage? Because I think black... Oh, no, black is... Oh, yeah, acid instead of poison.
You can say it would have been acid. Like, we haven't played this in a year. I'm willing to be charitable.
Cool.
So how much more damage is it?
It would be adding my charisma mod to one of them.
Which is plus what?
5.
Okay.
And at the same time, I'd like to spend a sorcery point to gain resistance to that damage type for an hour.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, Lucky, it is your turn. What's up?
Well, I've been a little bit beat up, so first thing I'm going to do is actually, so my tunnel fighter fades. That'll end. I'm spending my bonus action instead to use Second Wind to heal 1d10 plus my fighter level of hit points.
All right.
And it's gonna be... I heal 11 hit points. Yay. And then I'm going to do my swingy at... so there's person immediately to my right. There's someone directly in front of me.
Yeah.
Which of them looks more beat up?
The one directly in front of you. She looks like she's actually doing okay. Not as well as... Oh, pardon me. That was... Yeah, the one... So... Yeah, the one in front of you looks like he is pretty badly hurt.
Okay. I'm going to start by striking at that one, and then strike at the one to my right if that successfully downs them, I guess.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make me an attack on the first one.
That is almost another 20. That's going to be a 27.
That's a hit.
The hit. Okay.
Give me damage.
That was yay, max damage. So that gives me 11 slashing.
Okay. All right. Your blade is going to. How does it work? How do you kill them?
So this person is just a slash. I think I'm going for the neck, probably. Whatever's exposed.
Okay.
And then we'll quickly turn and go for the one right next to me.
All right. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
For a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, nice. Oh, but not so great on my damage. But that's gonna be a 7 slashing to the person on the right.
Okay, so that will be a nice solid hit on the one who hasn't taken much damage yet. So that's good. All right, the one that Pippi shot an arrow into her gut. And anything else you're doing with your turn?
Nope.
All right, so your slash will kind of like bury into a bit of the tricep of the one that's to your immediate right. And Yasmin, it's your turn.
Okay. What do I want to do? Because deception was my deception.
I mean, technically you could step next to Lucky and then stab the one that she's fighting without provoking an attack. If you wanted to get backstab.
Okay, because I didn't know if I could occupy the space that the dead guy's on.
Oh yeah, you can step right on him.
Okay, cool. So then I won't leave that other guy's area. Why can't I? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I will do that. Because I was debating about using my bonus action to disengage or use my bonus action to do my insightful fighting. But I will wait for that. So yeah, Yasmin will just kind of take a side step on the dead body and take a stabby stab at the...
I'm not completely dead.
Just grinds heel.
Oh, that's my fetish. What do you expect? I'm doing shifts in a brothel.
That's fair.
All right, make me an attack roll.
All right. Do we have inspiration in this game?
Yeah, we do.
Cool.
Has anybody bought us any?
Everybody starts with a point of inspiration in the homebrew
okay. Oh,
games.
that's right.
It's determination
like-
we don't have.
I would like
Right,
to
right.
use my inspiration because
Yes.
I rolled a 6 on the die, so I
Cool,
would
as
like
long
to
as
use
it's not
my
a 1.
inspiration. Okay, that was almost a 20, but then said that's gonna be a 26.
That is more than a 20. I would like to see damage. Don't forget your sneak attack.
I know. It's great. I love my little snack attack. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. That's gonna be 24 points of damage on that bad guy.
24
right.
points of damage?
Yes, how's he looking?
He's still on his feet, but he definitely is going to kind of drop to one knee for a minute. Or she's going to drop to one knee as you stab her right through
Alright.
the, like, you weakened her spine a bit with that stab.
Bonus action dagger.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
Okay, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet, come here, little dagger. Okay, not bad. That's gonna be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. All right, how do you do it?
Yes. Okay, so she will kind of sidestep on the previous corpse, and then she will take her rapier and kind of stab into a sit, get her down to her knees, and then just like through the throat with her dagger.
Okay, yeah, you're going to spill her blood directly onto the ground, and she's going to die with a horrible gasp.
Yes.
All right, anything else that you're doing?
No, because I used my bonus action to do that, so I will just have to take the,
Okay, so in that case... Okay. Yeah, I mean, I gotta kind of just do what I gotta do, don't I? Okay. Pardon me one moment. This is a once save. Sorry about this, one sec.
This fight music is great, by the way.
It's just tabletop, or it's the Steps by Tabletop Audio.
Oh, cool.
Right?
That's,
You
like,
would-
awesome.
It's really good.
It has a very witchery vibe to it.
Yeah, it's got a very, like, you're fighting the Huns or, like, Genghis Khan's on his way type of vibe. Oh god, it's everything within.
Or it's like, I feel like I should be, like, in an old kind of fortress kind of fighting.
Okay, you guys are all within 10 feet of a point, so that's great. I need all of you to make me a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Sure.
Oh,
Sorry, can you tell me
boy.
what just happened? Everything
Sure.
froze for me.
So from down the hallway, you are going to hear a few words, and there is going to be a flash of magic as someone at the... What's your dark vision? Is at a range of what? 60?
Mine's really good. It's the...
Oh, you know
Yeah,
what?
she
It's
gets-
dim lit anyway. A shadowy figure at the edge of the hallway
120.
is going to raise a hand and cast a spell at you.
Oh my god, I got a nat 20.
Then be a 6 from me.
And I need
11 for me.
Great. I need a wisdom save off of you, unless you want to do something else.
Was it a spell?
It is a spell.
Well, considering this is like last session then. No, I haven't used my reaction. Counterspell that bitch.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to counterspell your counterspell.
Does that prevent the previous spell from happening then?
You can counterspell a counterspell while it is happening.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, don't fight wizards.
Wait, you're allowed to cast 2 spells in an action then?
I think you can. I think you can get a
Because
counterspell.
you've always told me I can't do it unless it's a cantrip.
Oh shit, you're right. You can't even as a reaction. You're right.
Yeah.
can you?
Because you can't react on your own.
Because then
in your
I
own
would have been
turn.
doing that so many times.
I thought you could. Hold on. Can
I
you?
think it was last time we ran into we had the counterspell like battle was you were fighting against someone and then another wizard did the counterspell on your counterspell, so it was like
So according
Yeah,
to
but
D-
then-
1 versus 1.
But that was like a year ago, and
Yeah.
ever since we've not been allowing 2 spells cast at the same time
yeah.
on the same turn.
So hold on. Wizard cast fire. So in the D&D forums, they say you can. Reaction spells do not fall under spell restrictions.
Damn it.
Really?
Yeah, they do not.
Huh.
So, does anybody else have counterspell that they want to counterspell? The counterspell's counterspell?
I am a rogue. I have no
I
magic.
think. Well, Pippi might have counterspell.
Oh, I don't think she has counterspell.
Do you not?
No.
The bard spell list, I don't know.
Do you have your spells written out?
I don't have. I have it. I have them written down, and I haven't chosen it. So.
Did you pick your new spells at your level?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It's
Well, I had
sorcerer,
to-
warlock, and wizard that have counterspell, so bards do not get it.
Yeah, everybody go back to last year and check see how it went. Okay, so that's gonna work. And then I need a wisdom save off of you.
Yeah, I did roll. I got a nat 20.
Well, you're fine. You're not affected at all.
I'm okay.
It's me with my 6 over here that's having a bad
Yeah,
time.
you and
Your
Yasmin.
Sixes have an issue.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you're fine. All right. As this magic hits, Kaylin tries to throw it up, and her counterspell is torn apart by another counterspell. The spell assaults and twists your mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. Both of you that failed, so Yasmin and Lucky, can't make reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of your turns to determine your behavior. You are confused.
Little birdies are like tweeting around our head right now.
And they're telling you to do awful things. Okay, so Guy, the last guy that is standing is going to use this opportunity to try to backstab Yasmin, actually. And that's a nat 20.
And I can't use reaction, right?
You cannot. You're confused.
Damn it!
Okay, so you are going to take 16 points of slashing damage as a blade rakes down your back.
Ouch.
And stay out! Oh, pardon me. And stay out! That's a woman. There were two women. All right.
Rude.
All right, it's going to be 16 points of damage. And Pippi, it's your turn. What do you do?
Pippi's gonna shoot again. Because that's what Pippi does.
Okay, you could attack this person. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Yep. Yep, she does. Okay. This dice is rolling good for me. 18!
18 is all you need for hit. Roll me damage.
18. Yeah. 1d8.
And your dex mod, yeah.
And my dex mod, which is 2. It's gonna be a 6.
6 total?
6 total, yep.
Okay. Could be worse. All right. Your
Yeah, it
arrow
could
is
be
going
worse.
to catch her in the thigh. And are you doing anything else on your turn? Giving any more inspiration out? Doing any spell casting?
Yeah, I should give some. Oh, yeah, I should give some more inspiration. And how about? Can I use the vicious mockery cantrip, or am I just giving out inspiration?
It depends. You've used your main action. I believe vicious mockery is a full action. So.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, some more inspiration. Come on, have at them. We're almost through. We can do this.
All right, and who are you giving it to?
You
can only give it once per person.
Yeah, I am going to give it to Kaylin because her counterspell didn't, got futzed. So Kaylin's getting it today.
All right, sounds good. All right, that is the end of this round. Top of initiative. Kaylin, it's your turn again. What do you do?
We have inspiration. Yay!
Okay. Oh god, everybody's in my way. Okay. Well, I guess I'm moving up here. And I exhale a breath of acid again.
Okay.
It lasts for a minute, so I can keep doing it.
Sounds good. All right. You're doing it at point blank range?
Yes.
Oh wait, it's not an attack roll, so it doesn't
No,
matter.
it's a cone. I'm just doing it. You have to roll dex save, I
What was your save?
think.
8, 16?
16?
Okay, then the 13 does not succeed. Roll me damage.
Okay, one sec. I just have to double check what it was again.
It was 3d6, I believe. Unless you upcast it at.
No. Like, I'm not casting it again. I cast it the one time.
No.
That
If
was
you
it.
upcast, I believe you can upcast it for more damage. But
Yeah, but I've already cast it.
okay.
Uh, 11
11
is
points
the
of
total
damage.
damage. So did he save?
He did not save.
Okay.
All right, so your acid breath is going to slam in. Pardon me, she did not save. Is going to go just full on around the sides of her mouth and face, and is going to be burning as it dribbles down her armor. She is kind of on her feet, but she does not really want to be at this moment. I'm going to put that out there. And Lucky, roll me a D10.
Yep. It's a 5.
5. Okay, so Lucky. You do not move or take an action on this turn.
Okay. Is there a roll to try and shake off the confusion or no?
At the end of your turn, make me another will save.
Okay.
Wisdom save, pardon me.
Yeah. Okay. That is a 19.
19. All right, so you're going to just like freeze there for a minute, get really cloudy headed, and then shake it off. All right, Yasmin, roll me a d10.
Okay. 7.
7. You use your action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined character within your reach.
Okay, so I guess I'm rolling I'll roll a
two, three.
d6.
Roll a d4. Or no, pardon me. Roll a d6, and so so 1, 2 will be the hooded figure. 3, 4 will be Kaylin, and 5, 6 will be Lucky.
Yep. All right. 4. So Kaylin.
Okay, it's gonna come at Kaylin.
All right. So that's just I use. So I do one attack.
You make an attack roll, yeah.
Okay.
I will say you cannot sneak attack with this because you do not recognize your allies.
Okay.
Paper.
That's good. I think that's gonna hit you, unfortunately, Kaylin. That is a 24.
Sorry, so it's
A stab.
24 to...
24 to hit.
24 to hit.
Okay, with a stab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit, even if I did shield.
Yeah. All right. Roll damage. At least it's just the D8.
Oh, it's low. Thankfully, it's low. It's only gonna be 6 points of damage.
Okay. A rapier slashes out and plunges into the cup of your shoulder. Yes, Fiend, make me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's cocked. Oh, that's still not gonna be great. That's a 13.
13 is not enough.
I'm guessing this is not charmed, technically, right?
It is not charmed. No.
Okay. Alright, so yeah. Does not
okay.
work again.
That does not work. One sec while I just figure this out. All right, from the end of the hallway, you are going to see the figure that you met before as Dawn Carmine, or her man with a beard and elegant finery is going to step into the hallway, raises his hand. I'm about tired of your meddling. Get out of here while I still allow it, little piggy. And make me a Constitution save, Christine. Oh, pardon me. It is a Wisdom saving throw. My bad.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay.
That would have been so much better if it was con.
Yeah, you can see that a spell targets right at you. You know the words of polymorph. But it's just gonna wash over you. It does not hit. And I guess as my bonus action, okay, so put down the wand of polymorph, and yeah, that's my action. That's all I got. All right, Pippi, it's your turn.
Okay. The crossbow is working for me, so I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so sorry, get back there. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the. Oh, how is she just about done? The last.
Oh yeah, very, very much done.
Okay, then
it.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, but he's. Can I move? No. If I move, that's my action, correct?
Well, no, you have a movement and an action.
Okay, so I'm going to move over. Is it possible to cast Cloud of Daggers? I have the spell.
Cloud of Daggers, yeah. What's my save?
Yeah. Okay. Save. What is save? I don't know what the save is. I'm just looking at it here. You filled the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. Range is 60 feet.
Okay, so where are you targeting? Next to him?
Yep, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it.
Then let's just say that it's just like on his space.
Yep, on his space.
Okay, so at the beginning of his turn, so what is it? It's creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area or starts its turn there. So it won't hit until the beginning of his turn.
Right.
But done. Yeah, your Cloud of Daggers is going to. It's 44. That kind of sucks. I don't like that. It's second level. How many counterspells do I have?
It's that, or I get the gun.
You know what? I was mean to Christine. Counterspell. I'm gonna counterspell it.
Damn it!
Unless Christine wants to counterspell my counterspell.
What was Pippi trying to do?
Cloud of Daggers does 4d4
daggers.
as daggers pierce me at the beginning of my turn.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so that will land then.
I'm gonna be a bitch and counterspell your counterspell.
Well, it just worked out. I'm glad you got a chance. All right, so he tries to counterspell it, which means that your counterspell has gone off there. That means that we are down to the new initiative. Top of the initiative with Kaylin, because this guard is going to take the disengage action and take a 5-foot step back and go full defense. Basically,
Okay.
like, just kind of like hold up her hands and like cover her melted face.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Melty face.
I'm gonna kind of move to the side and up.
Okay, sounds good. So
Closer
it's just
to
the
this
corridor
dude.
about 20 feet away from the dawn.
Okay, I think that's how as far as I can move.
Oops. I knocked my pen.
Yeah, that's within my space, I think. And I'm gonna exhale again.
Okay, go ahead, and I have a 15.
Oh, you do not make it then.
I do not make it.
That's 10 damage.
10 damage. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that. All right.
And acid.
He's going to raise his hand. Most of it is going to be caught by his left hand, and you're going to see the acid start to burn into the clothing and then into his flesh. That is a solid hit. Do you do anything else with your turn?
No.
All right. Lucky. It's your turn. What do you do?
Okay, and I'm no longer confused, which is great. So so Lucky is going to, like, essentially launch herself forward. So she's right next up to the cloaked figure. I think you said they were cloaked. And
the
is
one-
going to use.
Oh, the one who's like cowering on the ground? Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do because I have 2 attacks. So the first attack is gonna be slashy at this person.
Right, sounds good.
Is this do I have advantage because they're on the ground?
Yeah, you will.
Okay. Okay, so that's gonna be 23 to hit.
Okay, that's definitely a hit.
And that's gonna be 10 slashing.
Oh, nice. How do you do this?
I'm just gonna slice their throat if they're like, just like, maybe the back of it if they're cowering down, just like.
All right, yeah, you're going to rip out their spine.
Yeah, okay. So that was, let me see, I moved 5, 10, 15 feet so far, and I have 30 feet, I believe.
You do, plus you're a tabaxi.
Hold on. Yeah, my tabaxi thing. I can use my feline agility. So I can double my speed until the end of my turn. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Nice.
So is the Dawn standing in the cloud of daggers or next to, like...
He is standing in it. So Cloud of Daggers is a radius, so a cube 5 feet on each side.
Okay. So am I able to get close enough to stab him without entering its range?
So 5 feet on each side. So yeah, it just takes up a 5. Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Okay. So that was 15. So I should be able to move right up. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is okay, sufficient to not get hit.
Yep, you'll be able to. Go ahead and make me an attack.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration to see if that helps me. Yeah. Hold up. 1 sec.
Totally.
19 to hit.
19 to hit will be a hit.
Nice.
Okay. And it's going to be 9 slashing.
9 slashing. All right. He is bloodied. What do you do?
Sweet.
Do you have anything else you can do?
No, because that was my action and... oh, can I bonus? I didn't bonus action.
You do not.
I'm gonna enter activate my tunnel fighter, so
Nice.
that if they try to flee, I can mess them up.
Sounds good to me. All
Yeah.
right, and all right. So that is yes, Fiend. Roll me a d10.
Okay, let's see if I can do something this turn. 5, which I think does nothing.
You
right?
lose your turn, unfortunately. You give me a wisdom save.
D&D's great, but some of the spells we can't do anything. It's just like,
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
fuck, I'm rolling terrible. That's a 14.
That's a 14. Did you use your bardic? Oh, you don't have bardic.
I don't have bardic inspiration.
No.
I'm sorry.
Have you used your inspiration?
Nothing. Yep.
Oh, okay. It's worth a try. All right, so you are going to just be frozen there, watching this. At that, Kaylin, you're the most dangerous person to me right now. And you've used counterspell on my counterspell.
On my last turn. I have since acted since that reaction.
Have you?
That's true.
I
Oh,
just
you
breathed
have.
out fire on you. Acidy fire.
And he takes the cloud of daggers damage first, too.
Oh, he
right?
does. Yes. Roll me 4d4, please, Kel.
Okay. Oh yeah. 44.
Yeah, I counterspelled for Kel, and then had my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right. I'm the one that doesn't have a reaction left. But now it's my turn. So.
Hang on. I need another D4. They're always at the bottom when you need them.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's right. All right. We have 4, 10, 14.
14 points of damage. Oh, that's really
14.
good.
No.
All right, he's going to be stabbed by these and is going to... he's going to take a 5-foot step to the side. Which, Lucky, have you used your reaction? Would you like to
Not
use
at
it?
this moment. I would.
Okay.
Does he leave my range, or is he just moving within it?
He's moving within your range to get out of the cloud of daggers.
Okay, so that means I don't use my full reaction. Then I just stab him. Cool. That is a
Poke 'em
24.
24 is going to be hit. You're going to roll me damage.
Ooh.
6 slashing because I rolled a 1.
Oh god. He is on death's door, and on that he is going to raise his hands.
Oh no.
I don't know why you think you're doing this. Don't you realize you've already lost? The city will always be ours. And I need everyone here to make me a dex save, please.
Oh.
Do I just automatically fail that?
Let's see what happens. I'm casting a spell, Kaylin.
Okay.
I'm casting Fireball.
The heavens.
Yeah, I will attempt to counterspell that.
Now,
see
hold
if-
on. Before you do this,
Okay.
I need to look up something about counterspell. So counterspell is a spell of 3rd level or lower. You can also upcast it. What level are you casting at?
Oh, well, I can only cast at 3rd level.
Okay, so in that case, I need you to make me an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
So this is just a charisma check.
24.
24. All right, that's better than the 17 you needed, because I cast it at 7th level. So you're going to pop his fireball before it goes off. Yes. Okay, and oh god, god damn it. And Pippi, you're up. What do you do?
Well, it worked well the first time. Let's try the daggers again.
Okay.
And no, 5.
Why did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
To do what?
Wait, I don't know why I'm doing it.
I don't know why you're doing what you're doing.
I don't know why I'm doing that. Rolling to cast?
You don't roll to cast.
Oh, I don't roll to cast. Oh, jeez. It
It's
has
not-
been far too long.
It is. It's not a
I
spell
am
attack.
casting. Whoa.
Okay, so you're just gonna cancel the first one and restart it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Top of the initiative, it is Kaylin.
Oh wait, I
Pippi,
need
don't
to give
you
some.
wanna do-
I need to give some bardic inspiration.
Please, please, I'd like to do
I need some
something
bardic
for this
inspiration for Yasmin.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, we even talked about it. It's like, oh yeah. So like, come on, you need to get up. You can take him on. We need you in this fight.
It's better if you sing it, but okay. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
I could sing the theme from Rocky. It's the eye of the. It's the eye of
That's
the
the thing from Rocky
tiger.
3. You're even doing that. Mr. T is not here. All right, move on. All right, so
I move up and exhale again.
okay. I am going. Ooh, can you do that to something that is already up? In the process of casting a spell. Damn. Okay. Okay. Okay, he's actually going to succeed that time.
Okay, 6 damage.
6
I
damage.
rolled 12 this time.
Okay. Okay, that is going to drop him down to -5. Death Ward is going to activate. And he is going to have 1 hit point. God damn it. All right. Do you do anything else as you exhale?
No, that's a full action.
Okay. Lucky, it's your turn. What do you do?
This bitch is still alive.
Yeah.
I would like to hit him twice with my scimitar.
I would like you to try and fail.
I would like to try and hopefully succeed.
Okay.
Okay, well, one of the attacks is gonna be a 25.
Okay. Well,
And I rolled minimum damage again, so that's gonna be 6 slashing.
okay. How do you do this?
Can I just stab him in the face?
Totally.
He's not wearing like a helmet or something, just like,
Yeah, you absolutely can. He
what a
tries
waste.
to fireball you.
Stab.
All right. And with that, you are going to stab him through the face. Gonna rip his throat off, cut his head off.
No, I'm gonna leave the head for Yasmin.
Okay.
I'm gonna, actually, I would like to pick up the body and carry it over to Yasmin.
Okay. Yasmin, the confusion is going to snap immediately. As soon as Kaelin dropped him negative and Death Ward hit, that would have switched you off. So gurgling, he is going to be brought over to you by Lucky.
And
What
just
do you?
dumped on the ground. Finish him.
He's all yours.
I was
This is
for more.
this is for my mother. Brings. I guess rapers don't really slash downwards. They kind of poke.
You can just
but-
push it right through his eye socket if you want. Like,
Sure, yeah, that sounds
That,
great.
yeah.
all right, and he is dead. You hear the sound behind you of a group of men arriving to do some justice. Well, not justice so much as to back up their boss, but as they approach, the front doors of the brothel will erupt open, and a number of red hats will arrive.
How about freaking time?
Lucky will hand an axe to Yasmin and go, look down at the body. You said
Oh, thank you.
his head.
Sing. Executioner style. Brings axe, removes head.
Caitlin's gonna kind of flinch a little and look away because that's gross and she's mainly a researcher.
The blood will splash near your shoes, but not on them.
Lucky's crouching down too, just like, so it's like probably like blood in her face, kind of, and she's just like, wipe, wipe, wipe. Ew.
She'll take the axe and like wipe it on his clothes and like hand it back and be like, "Thank you." And then she'll take his shirt and put the head in it.
Thank you for cleaning this, and Lucky will tuck it away again.
All right.
Gonna start poking at pockets.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see
he
that
might
he
have
has
some good stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He has a wand of polymorph in his hand.
Lucky will toss the wand to the closest caster, which I think is probably just like Kaylin over her shoulder, just like,
He will-
oh, here.
He will have a majestic lion's-headed ring.
Ooh, shiny.
He has, all told here, you're going to be able to procure 700 gold pieces just in coinage.
Bonus.
So shiny.
1 second. Boop. Let's see what else you'll find down here. In this cellar, you will find a total of... Oh, sorry, let me check his trade goods. Boop, boop, boop. Nope, that's not what you do. Pardon me. Checking my notes. My notes are not loading for some reason.
Oh, Soul. Yes, I should have done that. Soul just pointed out. I should have said, my name is Yasmin Blaze.
You killed my
You
mother,
did it the last
prepared
time.
to die.
Oh, yeah, I did do that. I did that for
Oh,
Electra.
yeah.
Yeah, I did do that for Electra.
All right,
All right.
yeah.
You are going to find ever-burning torches. You are going to find... you're going to find 4 of those.
Lucky picks them up. He's like, "Ooh, neat," and then we'll toss them over her, like kind of just like put them down.
You're going to find a platinum cat bell with a single flawless bright green emerald in it.
She takes that.
It is
Yoink.
worth 1,000 gold.
It's a
Cool.
cat bell.
It's the kind of bell a cat would wear, yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna pick it up and she's like, "Ooh, that's cool," and she'll tuck that in one of her pockets.
Let's see.
She has like one pocket.
It's a huge pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's...
Well, she's got a belt, so little pouches.
Probably
you
got a
will
pocket of
find a
holding
potion
something.
of bark skin. You will find several very expensive paintings.
Boring.
You will find... This is not working very well. One sec. There we go. Well, that's why, because I didn't have the freaking thing tabulated correctly. So I'm a genius. There we go. All right. You are going to find as well several gems. You'll find 3 paradots, a red spinel, an arcane, a divine scroll of cure moderate wounds, and a wand of knock. Actually, it's a ring of knock, because that's cooler. You will find a masterwork dwarven war axe inside of this loot, as well as a fine leather coat sewn with electrum thread.
I want the axe. The gold ring, the cat bell, and the axe are the only thing that Lucky's like, other than like being like, "Oh, that's kind of cool," will be like mine.
A gilded wooden chalice engraved with arcane runes. An elixir of love, as well as a 200-year-old dwarven brandy. A potion of levitate. A small, like, hand-sized cudgel of rending. Basically, an unconscious making cudgel for your pocket.
Yeah.
A stoneware salt cellar painted with garden imagery. A pewter chalice engraved with draconic runes. A bunch of linen napkins and bedspreads. Let's see.
Those are useful. Lucky will take those.
Take those for the house.
Yeah.
We will wash them thoroughly.
Let's see. What else here is really handy for you? A steel mask etched with thorned vines. And finally, a fine leather coin purse tooled with draconic scales. Very fashionable. Very fashion. Much wow.
Much wow. Wow.
Wow. All right.
So what color were the scales?
Those are... Well, it's leather, so it's going to be black leather. So, yeah.
Kaylin's going to snorkel that one. It matches her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
kinda.
The 700 gold, Lucky's just like, and like all the money, Lucky just pushes it towards Kaylin because Kaylin's the responsible one in the
Yeah.
house.
Actually,
That
you know what?
sounds right.
You know what I'm going to do? You're looking through his collection here. I'm going to let everybody here, because this last game, let's get crazy. Everyone here can roll me... Ooh, what's fun? You can roll me a D100.
Ooh. Very fancy.
Oh, get me one of them.
76.
Okay, sounds good. You are going to find a set of glasses as you are looking through, like, all... What is down here is basically just like a hoarding room, like a little vault full of all manner of things that have been collected. These are basically glasses with golden rims and blue lenses that you'll immediately recognize as Eyes of Charming.
Ooh.
They give you Charm Person against DC 13, I mean, pardon me. Next.
52.
52. I mean, it's going to be. Ooh. I'm gonna alter your roll slightly because it's more fun.
Okay.
Let me just see how gross this thing is before I decide on that, though.
Oh,
Sword.
doesn't sound good.
Okay. No, you already have that. No, it's fine. One sec. Just checking a different table. If you 52.
Yeah.
Cool. You will find a small gem sitting on the sitting in a drawer. You will find an ion stone of protection. Hovers around your head, gives you a +1 AC.
Oh, okay.
All right, next.
I got a 41.
Ooh, 41. That is going to be. You are going to find a big voluminous hat. It's really nice.
Nice.
It's a very nice hat.
Do you put it on?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Man, it's great. Can you do me a favor
boy.
and
Yeah, what up?
all right, you have a hat of disguise.
Yay! Oh, nice.
All right, and Kel, what'd you roll?
Where back to my. I found the. Okay, I
Please
am
tell me-
rolling.
Please tell me.
19.
19.
19. Is it good?
Do you mean no? I think you rolled. I think you rolled a 91.
Okay. Yeah,
I think-
I read that wrong.
You read it wrong, obviously.
I read it wrong.
Because you don't want a sentinel shield. You
No.
want this thing, which I just have to
doesn't
pull
want that.
out real quick. Because I like awarding these things.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's even dumber. Okay, are you feeling goth or are you feeling poor?
Goth?
No, you'd pick these
I'm
up.
feeling poor?
So you find a. Trust me, you like this one better.
Okay.
You find a set of wooden pipes.
Uh-huh.
With this nice little leather strap and this little dangly charm of a rat hanging off of it.
Huh.
Are you proficient with wind instruments? I'm sure you are.
Yeah, she's a bard. She can play that, sure.
All right. You gain the ability to summon swarms of rats with these pipes of the sewers.
Yes!
There's your pipes.
Pippy
That
the
was the
Pied
other option.
Piper of
Beautiful.
Port Echidna.
Port Echidna.
If you go up the Hamlet,
I can go to Hamlet.
Pipe of the sewers. You can literally go to Hamlin. It's literally a place.
Oh, so good.
All right.
beautiful.
So you finish looting all of these like decent items out from here. It's pretty great actually. And as you're stepping out of the street, it's already 7th bell. And as you step out, you hear the sound of boot falls. You're in the North Grey Neighbor right now, kind of just bordering on the territory of Hamlin. And as that happens, a contingent of red hats strides in and begins cleaning things up. In fact, they're already in the midst of it when you exit. By cleaning things up, I mean counter rioting.
Oh. This sounds good.
One of them approaches you. You, where do you belong right now?
We
Sir.
belong here?
Sir, these four aided in the apprehension of Black Spider operatives.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we very much so.
Yeah, where were
Ham's
you?
head.
Yeah.
We killed the
Head.
boss.
Fearless
we kinda
tits, get that
sell
thing in
us.
a bag or something.
Oh, I
Well, if
wrapped
you would
it up
provide
in
a bag.
His I wrapped it in his cloak, but
Yeah, but you see, it's dripping a bit.
oh
Yeah, it's kind of messy. Yeah.
Yeah.
To bring it to
Little
Bianca
icky.
Celes.
Yeah, she wants this.
I imagine that Regent Celes is busy.
Oh,
That's
good,
fine.
good for her.
Good for her.
Get home.
And I think she'll want to see this.
Fine, we'll take it home. Come on, let's go. We'll just take our head and go home then.
Yeah.
As you turn, you are going to be met by another one of the guards that you'll recognize as the very beleaguered Sergeant Hask.
He knows us.
You giving him shit?
He is.
Trooper. I was doing my job, sir.
He's most rude.
If I wasn't so tired, I'd knock you down a peg. Get in there and clean up. Yeah, yes, sir. You will stumble past.
We'll just take our head and go home.
Well,
I'm headed up to Bell Fountain right now.
truly, Lady
So
Celes' head.
let's follow you then.
And escorting us.
Yes, then we can make sure that Lady Celes knows that this is all done and taken care of.
I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that. Things are about to get real interesting around here.
Well, that sounds fun.
And with that, we're going to cut to the future. As you walk into the mob, surrounded by red hats, you make your way there. It takes a while, but eventually, after several hours, you will meet and discuss. You're rewarded, I should say, everything that you were promised. And more. The title of Chief Investigator is one that you've earned. You're put to task immediately, bringing down parts of the Black Spider Syndicate, but mostly focusing on the gangs and parts of the Downs that spill up. It's grueling work. And after a while, you get particularly invested in a series of serial killings that begin to rack Port Echidna. Lucky, for a while, the Red Hats court you as a potential member. You're trained, and they think that you could be a good recruit. Hask puts in a good word for you, but after a fashion, you do find that it's a bit boring and that you could be served elsewhere. Well, that your wanderlust could be better served elsewhere. You eventually probably travel with a significant amount of money funding it. For a while, you even find yourself traveling with another tabaxi. Of course, in the company of a pair of green guys. Whose names you can never seem to remember. Pippi writes a fantastic story about all of this, a good ballad.
Yeah.
About law and order, and hopes that you'll never have to eat her words, because it seems that in Port Echidna, no matter what happens, I mean, do things ever really change here?
The more they change, the more they stay the same.
It's still a good story. And you've got accompanying rat backup singers now.
Yeah. I have dancers.
Kaylin, you're promoted to senior researcher and given generous grants. Do you ever use the opportunity to allow Hexador House to reclaim its former seat? All of you. I assume that Lucky would forget about it. Probably.
I don't know. If it doesn't really get brought up and doesn't seem to be incredibly important to have happen,
No.
I think Kaylin would potentially try and put way more protections and whatnot on the area.
So basically you would be using some of your political power, some of your friends, to basically just stabilize the area, but not actually returning the house to its noble roots? Okay.
It's a good thing to have in one's back pocket should it ever be needed.
Well, because the discussion was kind of that it would be potentially helpful, but also potentially really damaging to the city.
It could.
Yeah.
So I don't really know, because it was kind of discussed if we did it as a group, but
Yeah.
I think it depends if Bianca ever pressed on it, if that was
Like, if
brought up
Bianca
again.
isn't at all interested, I don't necessarily want to court war with the regent of the city
Exactly.
for the next 10 years.
It's true. There's no real reason for it.
Yeah.
And after a time, you become so distracted that it becomes less important. By the time you all think about it, it's quite a bit later. But by then, the documents are gone. And in their place, a simple note. I'll be back someday. Safia.
How the fuck did she get an atmosphere of annihilation spell?
Oh, sneaky. I like it.
But that's years from now that you'll notice that, or months. And Bianca does her best. The streets are safer. For the tax-paying citizens especially. For the respectable folk who go out during the day, and the impoverished folk are also protected. Port Echidna's economy booms. She is a good regent. And likely will hold on to the title for quite some time. However, toward the end of the year, as she sits on the diamond throne in Foundation Hall, there is a knock at the door. From where she sits surveying her territory, she calls the door to open, which it does. A woman enters. I'm sorry, I don't believe I have any appointments today. Did my valet not? She turns and pauses. The woman looks different than any she has ever seen. Like Bianca, she is blonde, but many of her features are vastly dissimilar. Long elven ears, glittering golden scales, trailing a dress that shimmers like fire in a deep crimson. Sorry for interrupting. This is of greatest importance. My name is Faramina Zal Hazal, envoy of the Great Worm. He has need of your support. And the door will shut as we pull out. And that's going to be the game, folks. Boom.
Ooh.
Boom.
Kelly!
Wow! Kelly!
Kelly!
Wow.
What? I've got my post credit. Technically it was a pre-credit, but there we go. Actually, you know what? I'll do one more for you. I'll do a post credit as well.
Okay.
As you later on, as you see like the glittering of a teleportation circle fade away in the background after whatever conversation that was, Bianca looks pale. A man steps to her right. Is everything all right? I heard you had dragons. Yes. Everything's fine, she says, sitting straight backed up. The man from the shadows steps out, revealing a bearded man with the same face as Don Carmine. Oh, put that thing away, you look foolish. The man smiles and his flesh fades into the bulbous eyes and plain gray skin of a doppelganger. Old habits die hard. What's our next move? Next, we destroy the Cryon League and the Benevolent Order of Bakers. This dragon thing is going to be very interesting. But first I want to send an envoy. Find out what they're doing in Exelar. This cure could be very useful with what's coming. The doppelganger smiles with its pinched mouth. I imagined that if we cornered the stalk on it, we could make a killing. Exactly. Everything for the city, she says. Yes, of course. Don Bianca. That's gonna be the end of game right there. Boom! There we go.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Hey, better the devil you know.
Damn it!
Hey, she technically her parents were technically killed by the black spiders. It's just that she happens to be one.
I knew it. Oh.
Don Carmine was a simulacrum that was created using a body double.
Of course. But
So-
they had to take it out
Nice.
to give the pretense of everything.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And she needed
absolutely.
a political thing. So she won the game. Ha ha ha. But you guys didn't have to kill her or get into a big fight with her, which is great because she's really tough. Holy crap, she would have been tough for y'all. Like,
It's better to have her money on our side.
oh yeah, it's not technically the bad ending.
No.
And to be fair, she does bring in stability. She does bring in stability. She's great. Yeah, so she set up everything, including the poisoning of her brother, who she knew would drink her glass.
I
wondered about all
suspected
of this. Yeah.
Pippi
Of
had
course,
no
I
idea.
gave you just enough to
had no
suspect it.
idea. Yeah.
She was this close inside of. If she hadn't noticed how closely she was being watched, she could have just destroyed the documents in a single hit by dropping a. She had a portable hole in her pocket.
Oh.
She was literally just gonna portable hole it, which this, of course, she was gonna use the portable hole to just grab the documents. I wish that I did, because I did a perception check to notice the trap, and I got a nat 1.
Oh.
So she wasn't
Lucky
about.
hadn't touched her, grabbed her hand. What would have happened then specifically?
We'll
she
never
might have
know.
considered it. So, here we'll want to find out. So here is what could have happened. So had she made contact with it, she would have dropped the portable hole.
Right.
But after she distracted you.
But there was the annihilation thing.
When a portable hole is used on a sphere of annihilation, let me roll D percentiles.
Oh.
Let's see which dice. I put my dice away when I was talking, so I'll use these. Okay, so the sphere would be destroyed, but let's be fair, we know what would actually happen, and that would be a spatial rift sends the creature and object, every creature and object within 180 feet, including the sphere, to a random plane of existence.
So the entire
Also, all of
school.
our
The
kids
entire
go
school
with
would have
us.
just gone.
Oh my god.
Whoops, we misplaced the school.
Yeah, everything
Oh my
would
god.
be teleported into a random plane of existence, which I guess I should look up random plane of existence, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know, because
Yeah.
if Lucky hadn't stopped her, I want to know.
That was one of my potential options. Random plane
I
stable.
did not trust Bianca at all. I knew she. I knew
No.
Her deception check was like exactly your insight check. Like you guys were
Damn.
like tied because she had a +9 or something like that. And I kept rolling like
Ugh.
18 or 19 or something.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
what I get too. My deception,
Wow.
my insight is 10, and my deception is +7.
Okay, so if I went with this roll, oh god, you guys would have shown up in the Shadowfell.
Ah!
Alternatively,
That would have been
alternatively,
awful.
the alternate material plane.
Ugh.
Welcome to Faerun, everyone. So yeah, that's gonna be the Secret of Hexador House. It was a little It was a little. Well, it's only no soul. So the chat is saying that it would explode. It only explodes if I roll. Where is Sphere of Annihilation? Actually, the Sphere of Annihilation that I'm using doesn't explode. It kills you if you touch it.
It's basically what would happen if you try to divide by 0.
It's basically yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just throws you into another place. It's kind of nice. So, hey, folks, that's going to be it for the Secret of Hexador House. Hope you enjoyed that. It was the long overdue ending.
Long time coming, but
you guys got the neutral ending.
I'm okay with that.
Okay with it?
So what was the bad ending? We die?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Fighting
die
her?
and you're arrested for the attempted murder of Ashfield Celes because they had enough evidence that you had accepted poison.
Yeah, that's true.
So I actually have a note in my notes right here. So one alternative, they just kill you in the basement because there were 3 options. If you didn't take her option, she actually had another game set where the Dawn and a number of his men were going to storm the house and hold you all captive. So you had to fight together out, and then she'd try to change your mind through that. And if that didn't work, she'd just kill you. Let's see.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but there were quite a few bad ways it could go. I forget there were other alternate solutions for it, but I can't remember how those went because it's been a year. But yeah, so congrats, it's over, guys. We survived.
Woo!
Yay! All right, so I don't know why I took a bite of an apple right then. I actually brought this apple out because I had a big speech that I was gonna do. I'm like, crap. I don't care. It was gonna be
I had fun.
Yes.
And Yasmin gets to be right, even though she got confused in that entire final fight.
Kind of disappointed Pippi didn't shoot the gun.
I was like, why aren't you shooting him?
I don't know.
I was so annoyed. I
worried.
rolled so bad on my rolls, and there's nothing worse than like just being like, "Cool, I do nothing for 3
I was afraid
turns."
that the gun would explode and ricochet, and Pippi would shoot somebody.
But the crossbow
the wrong
bolt could have done
person.
the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
Pippi doesn't know how guns totally work.
No,
Right?
yeah, bang, bad
All
things
right.
happen.
I can now use this notebook for another game.
You can. So, folks, we have another homebrew game that is starting up on the 18th this month. I have to confirm if it's a session 0 or a first game, and then we will be hopping right into it. But thank you so much. If you like what we do here, give us a follow or a sub because they're free. And if you got some extra coinage, feel free to sub on Twitch where it is not free. It is free on YouTube. And give us a chance. Come join us on our Patreon for additional content and to help games like this happen, because I just got some art commissioned for XLR, and I like when people do that. So join the Patreon, get some extra stuff. It's gonna be good. I also want to thank all of the people who brought this game together. So thank you, all of you, the 4 of you, and thanks Grace, who couldn't be here. I put in a little thing about you having stole it, but to be fair, you were probably working for Bianca for a while now. Let's be fair, you probably were.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
I had an alternate ending where Bianca could have just hijacked it because she had captured Safia and like just cut off her hand.
Oh.
So she had basically she's there in spirit.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of ideas, but I went with this one. But thank you for playing. I hope you had some fun there.
Thank you for running.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Oh yeah,
It's
you
been
know what?
fun.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for running this. And
You all level
yeah.
up.
Yay!
Nice. That's gonna be it from us tonight. Thank you everybody on the Patreon. Thank you our divine producers, DM Michael Gray, Jade, and Shelton. Thank you to Nacro for being our demonic producer, and to our princes of the Patreon, Taryn and Buddy. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, like you hope the channel actually exists because I can afford to spend a lot of time doing this. Like the 8 hours on Christmas it took just to plot this game out. Through this session, it was ridiculous.
Thank you.
Looking up all of her damn spells because she had a lot of weird ones. And looking for things on her. She definitely had a robe of displacement. It was her coat.
Oh. Of course.
So,
of course.
So, oh yeah, seriously, you gotta. But that's gonna be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and we will see you next time. Be sure to come back tomorrow for the end of Reign of Emeries if you're watching live on Twitch and YouTube. Go check out Reign of Emeries because it's like this, but like I think you'll like it even more because it was ran sequentially rather than over 2 years in a hodgepodge fashion.
Yeah.
We will see you shortly. Good night, everybody.